Warning! The following YouTube show features two goofy lifelong friends who highlight music and music videos from bands that originate from the Great Lakes area. They do original comedy and speak like adults. So if you have children around who are not used to listening to adults speak, you should probably not be watching this in front of them. But they more than likely have already witnessed you and your spouse argue in front of them from time to time using adult language and are subscribed to numerous crass YouTube channels as it is. So I guess it's all up to you. If you become offended, sorry. That's clearly your problem. If you like this channel, please help support the Michigan music scene by subscribing to it now.
I can't actually do that shit though. That shit low-key hard for no reason. Give it one more try. Oh! Ow!
I killed my mother. Listen, you're a crazy weirdo.
Hey, let me tell you something, dude. I don't ever stumble, I don't ever fall, dude.
Not like that guy did.
That dude fell hard, man.
He,
oh,
like,
wait,
landed on his
Dan.
toes.
Hey, we got to start the program correctly.
Oh.
Because let's
Don't
remain
wanna-
COPPA friendly during this
don't wanna
entire program.
attract
Welcome to the
children.
show, everyone. My name is Sideshow Nate, or maybe I'm just Nate, and this is Dan, and over here is Dallas from Atlanta. We have a great program tonight. Welcome in.
We want to make sure that we don't violate any
COPPA.
COPPA.
Yeah, the FTC
Rules.
guidelines. So we are remaining black and white
No
for
color
this entire
tonight.
show. Black and white and adult.
Very adult.
Very
we are not
adult.
attracting children to this show at all.
This show is not intended for children at all.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. So
Don't get us wrapped up in that.
we can continue our
Do you
program
guys know
now.
what we're talking about
Does
tonight?
anybody even? I mean, do they even give a shit that it's fucking black and white? Like, I wonder if anybody, when you're
What up,
watching
Mike
the show,
Barnes?
welcome in
What up,
everybody.
brother?
Yeah, Mike Barnes is tuning in. We also got some folks that are waiting
We're
to
doing
hear
the black
from,
and white tonight, bro.
Yep, we're doing black and white, my friends,
Because
so that we can remain
there's some
COPPA
new-
friendly.
There's some new rules that you guys might know about coming out.
Yep.
COPPA.
Got everybody
They
in the
think like it's
YouTube
COPPA
world
feel or
is
something.
shitting their pants over this. My gosh, I mean, there's a chance that we'll get to it later. I mean, we'll talk about it
Are
later
we
on in
going
the
to talk? We're
program.
going to
man,
wait
but-
till later, or do you
Well,
guys
yeah.
want to address
I mean,
this?
that's one thing that we're going to be talking about tonight.
I
Is
think
the,
it's-
is the new FTC guidelines with there's so many different things that you could get in trouble for on YouTube now. So we will be talking about this tonight to bring it up. Bring it to light. Well, bring it to black and white.
Do you guys,
we're
do you guys understand it?
We're
Do you
going
guys know
completely
what it
black
is?
and white tonight. So, yes, welcome in, everyone. Tonight on the show, we are going to be chatting with a YouTuber who does reviews. He does reviews of like different audio products, new
technology,
technology, tech. He gets all techie, and
He's going to give us the deets.
the deets on the tech. At about 7:15, we're going to be chatting with Jeff Schick.
You get that right, buddy?
The deets of the
He
tech.
knows he's a younger generation.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, you got that right. That was dope.
Dallas,
Said deets.
who we just learned. Yeah.
Deets
Dallas.
is not dope.
Is that? Are we
Deets
saying the
is
right
dumb.
thing? Hello, newly toxic. That's Angie. Angie is tuning in. Angie, your brother
Happy
doesn't
Sunday,
watch our
Deets.
show anymore. Your brother, he blocked me on Facebook. Did you know that, Dan? Yeah, I'm no longer. Yep, Alex Petra. He blocked me from Facebook. So
He's
he
got
doesn't
a
wanna
album
talk to
cover
me
here.
no more.
Actually, this is one that came from Cletus. This is actually Cletus's album cover.
Yes.
It's not his. It's Cletus's now.
Yep. But we are going to be tonight. We are going to be talking. Yes, let's go back to what we were talking about. Digital Slang. We'll be chatting with Jeff Schick of Digital Slang. He's our YouTuber of the week. Also at 7:30, we're going to be talking to Drebb, a dude named Drebb, coming out of the Petoskey, Boyne City area. Yeah, he's got his own record label and all this stuff. He's a hip hop artist in northern Michigan here. So we're gonna be talking to him about his music as well as what's he got going on. We want to see the number one reason that we've got Drebb on tonight is our buddy Brandon Davis. Remember B Davis there?
Dude, that's my dude.
Yeah, our dude B Davis. He had tagged me in a post from I think it was like the Petoskey Herald or the Petoskey News or something like that, and he wanted to know more about Drebb and his record label. He wanted to, you know,
Right.
get
What's this dude all about?
Yeah, we want to know more.
So
you know,
here we go. That's why he's on the show.
Yep, we're gonna be. I mean, ask and ye shall receive. That's the way that it works here on the.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be chatting with him at about 7:30, and then Dan, we have a comedian. It's a new thing that we're gonna be doing every week. We are going to be featuring
Every
a
week.
comedian on our show every single week. We're inviting comics to come on. You know, talk about your bit, your stand-up routine, where you're going to be at next, and all that stuff. Because we want to. I mean, we're helping every single piece of the entertainment industry in Northern Michigan. That's what we do here on
Yeah,
our
man.
show.
We love comics. We think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I want to get
We
some of the.
fancy
Travis-
ourselves comics in a way.
Well, we make
No.
fools of ourselves. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's cool. We can go with that.
Yeah.
Make fools of ourselves. It's wonderful.
Yeah, maybe that's like the key to being a comic. I don't
I
know.
think so. I don't know. Make
Maybe
fun of
we've
yourself.
been being comics the whole time and we didn't even know. Hopefully, we're not appealing to children with our comics, though. You know, I mean, that's our
No,
number
we
one
say
thing.
we're
right
pretty
there.
dirty.
Yeah, we're pretty.
Pretty
fucking
dirty.
raunchy.
We got that video. You want to spit some rhymes? You want to spit some shit? I'm like, I'll spit some shit, and I'm like, bust a rhyme, and then I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, your turn to spit some shit, and Nate's like, and spit shit
Yep.
in my face.
I was Coke Hogan. At
Like
that point.
literally, he went with the shit. What?
Yeah.
You spit shit? I thought we were rhyming.
I found a big turd that was laying on the ground, and I,
I was
picked it
like,
up, and I jumped.
he says you want to battle rap. I'm
chopped
like,
it up,
sure.
and-
And then he spit shit in my face because
You
I
know,
was like, you
know
can
what I
spit some
want to do,
shit.
Dan? This is something really odd. Oh, also, you know, tonight we're gonna be comparing Dan by Dawn's old music with the new music.
we talked about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be comparing because we won last week. We had Amir and Nick in the studio,
Right, we
and
did. We got their drum.
they brought in the drum over there. Let me see if we. There it is, everybody. There is the
There it
drum.
is.
That's the drum cam, and we got it. We got it
got
on.
the drum cam.
There's
so
the drum cam.
There you
It
go,
is-
buddy. So Nick, you can just check it out anytime you're feeling a
Yep,
little
it
lonely.
is there.
you
It
wanna
is
see the
safe.
drum.
It is. It's by our other goofy stuff over there. And
We got wigs and hats and
wigs and
all
hat, yeah,
costumes.
masks and weird shit.
We encourage people to come on the show, dress up.
Yeah,
dress
come in
up,
and
man.
I mean, if you don't want to have your face shown, then you can dress up in a different look. But this is something that'll be into the 8:00 hour. This is something that I really wanted to talk about, Dan. I'd love to
go.
remodel my house.
This is what you were wanting to talk
Yeah,
about.
and in my house, I would like to get a toilet that when you flush it, it goes nom 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 nom.
I love your shit. Your shit was good.
Okay, I'm not a comedian, but we will be talking to Andrew Hicks tonight, who is a comedian. I mean, he's got some funny shit that we're going to be talking about. So, yeah, that'll be happening at about 8:00.
Get some rap. Yeah, we got this kid coming on. He can rap. Oh, well, he says he can rap. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Dan. No, Dan is the resident hip hopper
What?
here. He is the resident hip hopper here in the.
I'm not
going to
be
Stop
busting
the
no
Straight
raps
show, dude.
tonight.
Um,
We've got a huge show, so I don't know if there's going to be time for any of that. But we'll talk to
I
him.
know in
and
the
we'll-
past we've done like battle raps and all that stuff.
we did
You
when
know,
we
I
had
mean,
like
could
people
do,
come in.
yeah.
Like people don't want to come in no more. They just want to call. On,
I know we got nobody. We got.
You-
I mean,
you
we got
encourage
Dallas.
it.
Dallas comes in. I mean,
You
luckily,
encourage it though. You're like, dude, call us.
Yeah.
Like, we can do this video chat. That's what the show is now.
Well, I
video
do
chats.
encourage it if they're not locally. I think everybody in Traverse City hates us now. Is what it is.
I think people
you
have
know?
come
I
to
mean,
Petoskey to come to our studio.
well, we might be
before.
getting some guys from St. Agnes next week.
Look at that.
They may be
See?
coming down. So,
So
we're
what's
hoping
the
to hear.
excuse for this dude from Petoskey? He can't come to the studio and get into a little rap session.
I don't know. Maybe I have no. It's a little ways. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
maybe.
it's a
I
ways
don't.
away.
Did you didn't invite him though? That's why.
Oh, I told him that he could come
Oh,
if
you
he
did?
wanted to. You know,
You said
but
come
he-
on through.
Yeah, if you wanted to come. Oh, God, I had a burp halfway through while I was talking.
If Nate starts burping when he's talking, he's lying. That's a sign that he lies. So if you're ever talking to
No.
him, ask him a question, he starts burping out of control and
Yeah,
shit, he's
yeah.
lying. He's a human lie detector.
So we do have this program that is or this portion of the program that I don't think Dallas is ready for. We wanted to know what Dallas has what has been going on in Dallas's life throughout the week.
Oh.
Like we want to get
been-
into Dallas's head. And we want to know everything that's happening. Dallas used to be the runner for Greta Van Fleet. So I want to know what's happening in the world of Dallas. What's going on in Dallas tonight?
Dallasville.
Yeah,
Lately?
yeah.
We're on the spotters.
Okay, well,
He's like, you fucks, dude. Like,
Do what?
okay, well, okay, so one thing is, I actually have a genetic disease I was born with, and they basically came out with the cure yesterday.
Really?
I shouldn't say came out with it. FDA approved it 3 weeks ago, and I started taking it yesterday.
Really? Wait a minute. Now you've got a
So
genetic
autism is
Yeah.
like something that.
I'm not.
Oh crap! That's not what it is. Oh, I thought. I'm sorry, dude.
No. So this is
Just kidding. Not making fun of autism. Just you.
Yeah, no.
We're good. I'm just joking.
fucking dick. This guy right over here.
Fucking with you, Nate. I'm joking.
That's it.
Go ahead, bro. What
Go
is
ahead,
it,
go
man?
ahead.
We're sympathetic to your plight. Let's
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
it.
I know. I want to know.
Oh yeah, it's it affects the cells. It's cystic fibrosis.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so I was born with it, and you can't get rid of it. So all the damage that's been done from the disease already is gonna stay like that.
Is there another
Okay.
name for it?
But another name,
Yeah, what is he called again?
cystic fibrosis.
Okay. I don't
yeah.
know.
yeah.
Oh, so they came out
Dan,
with a
that's
cure.
science stuff. You don't try. I mean, that's not something to be.
I don't know
What
about
is nice though
fibrosis.
is they think it's kind of a breakthrough. They think that they'll take the technology to fix any genetic disease.
Really?
Yeah. Because
No shit.
because it's a mutation in your genetics, and I was like, this is not gonna be a cure.
So do you think that one part of the cure? I mean, I don't know what the cure is, but do you think it's got something to do with stem cells?
I honestly have no idea.
Have you looked into this, like the stem cell research and what's gone on with that?
Yeah, I have for lung transplants and stuff for future transplants of all my organs kind of messed up. But like, I've thought of like future. We've talked of future transplants with my doctors, but this I probably won't need them now.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Well, that's a good thing. I mean,
Three little tablets.
You're getting there. I mean, have you been dealing with this like your entire life, like having to go to the doctors and like take different things and like
Yeah.
continuously? And this is something that may be working, right?
Yeah, the week I missed, when I got in the snow,
Yeah.
ditch,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to carpool to go to the doctor's appointment because my brother also has it,
Uh-huh.
and that's when we went down and got approved, and now I'm taking it. So.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's
Wow,
working.
so
This
you're on
is,
the road to
I
recovery.
already
That's
feel
so-
it. It's
that's-
crazy because it's changing my genetics entirely. My genes.
You're mutating right
Yeah,
in front of us.
It's an actual mutation. It's
Holy
really cool.
shit! He's gonna be a fucking Ninja Turtle by the end of the night. Don't say Ninja Turtle. Shut up.
Get you
Child-
political,
child-friendly.
like, what's he going to identify as when this whole thing's done? That's what I'm worried
Oh
about.
yeah. I mean,
just kidding.
you're gonna be a man, right?
Still-
You're like, I'm a healthy person, I identify as. Well, that's great, man.
Yeah.
No, that's very awesome, dude. I think that's great that they've come up with something that can do that. And I was talking about the stem cells, and those are pretty crazy, like some of the stuff that they're figuring out and where they can put it, and like how they can take older people and put these stem cells from a younger person into them, and their cells all of a sudden start regenerating as they're the same age.
Right.
So all of a sudden it's like rebuilding these parts of their body, and they're already finding out that they can cure autism with it. Literally cure autism, bro.
That's great. Yeah, 'cause
Like your kid's
now-
got autism. Your kid has his whole life. He's 12 years old now. I mean, it's a huge challenge having an autistic child. I mean, all the things you have to do, and they're all different in their own way.
Right.
And like you learn and adapt to a life of that. And imagine now all of a sudden we cure your kid from autism.
Wow. Yeah.
And the
that would be
kid's like, I
different.
was living in like this weird haze. Like, try to describe
Right,
something
yeah,
like that.
how to after you come out of that.
Yeah.
Like how you describe that? Because mine is completely physical, not mental or anything. So
Right,
like it doesn't change anything in that aspect, but it changes entirely how my body works.
So,
Well, I
like,
think that
we-
can mess with you mentally.
Was it something
too.
like you couldn't like play football or something when you were a kid, or
Yeah,
like,
that was one thing. I played in my lung collapse. I played 1 year.
Holy
And-
shit! Really?
Yeah, it's collapsed 3 times. And
Oh my god!
Probably a terrible
I
pain.
didn't realize
It
this.
is.
I'm
Sharp
worried.
stabbing.
I mean, we
Yeah,
got to be
I-
careful. You know, I was thinking about doing like street stunts with Dallas, but now that we know this, I mean, those are
Great.
well, no, like, I am a lot better now. Like I've.
He's
I've
gonna
been-
be fine.
Okay, he's good.
I've been focusing a lot on it lately, and like on my health and everything, and then
Right.
it's been going up. But then this new pill comes out, so now it's like I don't even have to worry. So
Well, don't pull back on still staying really
Oh, no,
healthy.
Right,
definitely.
right.
Go,
I'll still
go
keep
in
it going,
conjunction with the pill that you're doing and continue on your same
You know what,
routine.
Dan? I really do like this adult conversation that we're
This is
having
very-
tonight.
I do
This
like
is
it.
very adult.
It's very adult.
Shit, fuck, damn it. I'll throw those out there just to make it more adult.
Turkey Man, yeah. T. Bruce is saying, yeah.
Turkey Man?
Turkey Man killed the radio star. We'll be playing some of the Turkey Man tonight
Turkey
because
Man
it is
killed the radio.
radio star. Turkey
Thanksgiving.
Man.
Oh my god, it did because
Gobble,
video because it's a video and the guy's like,
Yeah.
hey kids.
We'll be playing the video tonight for everybody to get you guys all ready for Thanksgiving. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. We've got everybody coming over to our house on Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Am I coming over?
No, I got everybody but you.
You're a bastard. You didn't even invite me.
Yeah, I mean, you got your family, I got my
I
family.
got so much going on. It's ridiculous.
It's gonna be a mess,
you didn't
dude.
invite me.
I mean, yeah,
I had to turn you down.
it's one of those times of the year, man. Everybody is moving and grooving and doing shit, But okay, we've gotten through our adult talk. Now it is time for us to call up our first guest of the evening. This is we're going to be chatting with
Jeff
Schick of Digital Slang. Digital Slang is a YouTube channel that you can check out from the description. Down in the description below, we've got the
technology
link.
reviews.
Yeah, technology reviews. You can go and subscribe to his channel. Check out all the new stuff that's happening out there.
The newest tech. Dropping.
Okay. Do we have Jeff on? There is Jeff. Yes,
he is.
we've got Jeff. Hey, Jeff, how you doing, man?
Good, man. What's going on?
Not
What
much,
up,
man.
bro?
We're just sitting here trying to be very adult and not
Right.
appeal to children whatsoever. That's what we're doing.
We're not
tonight.
trying to appeal to children whatsoever in any way, shape, or form.
It's hard to be adult all the time, man.
We've been practicing. We've been like, shit, fuck.
Yeah,
Get it out. Get it out.
I mean, I know. I'm sorry.
We're talking about like the stock market and cystic fibrosis and all this other shit.
Really
man,
dry tax reform and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have much to say about that stuff.
What are you watching on your TV back there, by the way?
Football game was just on.
Football
Okay,
game.
because I thought it
okay.
might be a kid's show or something.
Yeah, make sure it's not a kid's show. We
Fuck,
don't want
here
that
we go.
on the.
They were watching some.
So, Jeff, your channel, Digital Slang, which it looks like, did you roughly start this about 5 months ago?
I did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Now, why did you start that?
Wow.
I just love tech, man. I just want to talk about tech. I'm excited about it.
Okay, all
Dude,
right.
I'm excited about it too. Like, what a cool fucking gig. Like, start something 5 months ago and it's already going crazy wild right now for you, man. So,
Yeah, it's good growth so far. I'm really happy with how it's going.
And when it comes to like the all of the gear that you're getting and whatnot, I was wondering this when I first saw this. I was like, holy shit, he's got like, I mean, video after video, and you're releasing videos like crazy right now. And I think that is, do you think that's one like the top thing that you've got to be doing on YouTube?
I think you got to, once you get that momentum, you got to keep it going. And if you don't, the algorithm works a certain way. So once you get a hit and you start to get followers and you're getting that audience, you got to keep it coming. And
yeah, because it's not going to just keep popping up the same videos for them to watch. I've watched all of these. I've watched, they need new content. Keep yourself relevant. I love it. Now, I mean, at this point, you gotta have like 30 fucking pairs of AirPods, dude. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with all this extra shit? Like, you giving gifts out to people? You're like,
I've done some giveaways, and Christmas is coming, so I got a bunch of nephews and nieces. I'm gonna hook them up.
Absolutely.
but did we give you our address?
Yeah, we gotta give you our address.
Send me the address, man. I'll hook you guys up.
826 Bates Street in Traverse City, 49684.
Traverse City,
8686.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Yeah. So don't forget that when you're handing out freaking earpods.
But it's not just. Is it just AirPods that you're doing right now? Is that your main thing that you've been doing mostly, or I mean?
It is right now because of the way the audience has responded. It's not my main goal. I don't want to be strictly doing like AirPod clones or even wireless buds. I want to do just tech in general.
Right.
But the momentum has carried me there, so that's where I've been.
Right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Hey, dude, I mean, up to this point, I mean, you've been in the review game. What we call it earlier?
What?
The review game.
The review game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what we call it? Do we have a cool thing to say? Or
I thought I did.
Good
I
name.
lost it.
That's a good name.
You've been in the review game for a minute. Have you ever come across one that you were like, dude, this is sucky. I hate this review, like a bad review. Have you ever done one and you were like, this, I do not recommend this product?
There have been some where I tell them straight up, don't buy it because it's either overpriced or it's just a crap product.
Yeah.
And I try and be honest in every video, and I'm going to tell them if it's worth it. It's my opinion, but I'm going to tell them if I would buy it.
Right, yeah, because I mean, number one, you got a lot of people. right now you've got roughly over 2,000, 2.5 thousand or 2.5 thousand, 2.5. I don't know.
Yeah, 2,600 or so.
Yeah, you got a lot of subscribers, and not only that, you've got tens of thousands of views on every one of your channels or every one of your videos. And I was wondering, like, what was it that was the number one thing that kind of like, because I noticed like your older videos, they had just 40 people were watching here, and then what was that big takeoff that made it happen for you?
It was a video called Black Pods, and it's a matte black AirPod clone that Unbox Therapy did, and you guys know him. He's huge.
Yeah.
And I had heard about the same product that he reviewed maybe a day earlier, and I tried to get him in. And once I saw his video, I tried even harder to get him in. Yeah. And once they came in, I just threw a video up really quick. I was lucky enough to get them in a couple of days after he shot that video, and that video got it going. It got the ball rolling, and that's got almost 100,000 views right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I was like, okay, so what really sets when you're in the Rev game, dog? You know what I'm saying?
The Rev game.
The
that's
Rev
what
game.
It was.
When you're in the Rev game. Okay, you like. I don't want to say. When you're in it for a while, I mean, you end up getting beef with some other guys, in the Rev game, and they're like, "Yo, I was gonna review that before you did," and then you did it first. Now you got beef with other.
Nah, for me, I look to these guys to learn. Right, these guys have been doing it for a long time. I've been doing it for 5 months, and honestly, every video I post, I hate it. Yeah, I'm not happy with anyone.
Because, I mean, what really will set you aside in the Rev game? I mean, it's the way that you describe the product. You're breaking it down. You got your own style. You're doing it more thoroughly than the next guy. So maybe you get a person that watched you describe a certain product, okay? And they were like, damn, I watched a bunch of other videos. This dude, he just made sense to me, right? The best, right?
I get a lot of good feedback about the thoroughness of the review, the detail of it. So I make a video like how I would want to watch a video, right? I want to know everything about the product if I'm going to spend my money on it.
Right.
Absolutely. Being thorough and describing it, but making it cool.
Yeah, you got to have your own style.
I love that, dude. Right. I really dig your style. I think it's like a chill, and maybe that's what's attractive about it.
Well, and I was wondering this too. Like, I noticed that some of your older videos too, you've got there was another guy that was doing the reviews. Is that your friend, or is that?
He's a buddy of mine, and the music ones you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes all of the music for the intros and the outros, and we're going to be doing more of them. He's a good buddy of mine, and he loves music. He's a musician, so we're going to keep that going eventually. He's just been real busy.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we're going to have to get him on our show because that's what we do. We like to highlight the Michigan music scene. And, I mean, we do have one rule, too, for our show, is that if anybody has 7 degrees back to Michigan, it's kind of like the 6 people away from Kevin Bacon type of thing. But if you've got 7 degrees back to Michigan, then you can be on our show. So since your buddy knows you know us, now your buddy can be on our show if you
He'll
like.
be all in, and he's a funny guy, so you guys will enjoy him.
I'd love to chat with him. Well, you know what? We try to be funny people too. But what we're going to do tonight with you, before we let you go, if you're okay with this, I don't know if you'd be fine with this or not. Some people kind of take offense to this shit. We want to put you.
This is not a child show.
This is not a child show.
We put a disclaimer out.
Yeah, we put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. You know what? This is another thing. Maybe we should talk to you really quickly about this before we get into our next segment that we're going to do with you, if it's okay with you.
Sure.
It's you said it. All right.
Said yes.
You said yes.
That's a binding contract.
Whatever it is, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on these COPPA FTC guidelines and rules, man? I mean, is this something that's going to be affecting you because you're reviewing AirPods? A lot of kids are buying fucking AirPods. I mean, what's going to be happening with your channel? Are you worried about this?
Nah, I'm not too worried about it. For me, I'm more right now. It's AirPods, but it's more of hopefully in the future more of a tech thing. But AirPods are expensive. A lot of kids don't have the money to buy AirPods.
Right.
And I don't think it's going to affect me too much. I hope not. But we'll see. It's there to protect kids. And
right.
All right, yeah, and we're kind of talking about that earlier. And, that's what I was trying to say. I mean, it's there to protect kids, so it's this good thing and it's this bad thing. Because, like I said before, there's like these weirdos out there that are like self-claiming we're our own homemade children's show that we make right at home. Unchecked, unchallenged. They can interject any morality they want to impose on your kid. And your kid sucked into it.
There's definitely some creepers out there.
Yeah,
and it's meant to protect the kids from those kinds of people because there's a lot of evil people out there, man.
And then it was what it boils down to. Okay, we did talk about there was like some kind of demonification that can happen if you're getting so many and you're making, because they said at the same time you're taking advantage of a market for children, right? So because you're taking advantage of that market, we're going to take some of that money from you. You don't get to go out and just make millions because why not, man? Why would you not be able to capitalize on a thriving market, right? And if you go and take half of the money from me because I was doing well in that market, that's like straight up communism.
Fucking communism!
That's fucking... I think
it's going to level out. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal when it's all said and done.
Because here's the deal. I mean, there's guidelines to it. I'd say set some guidelines for people so that they are not unchecked and they're not unchallenged, and then they can put out decent. If they want to do a kid show, by all means, do a real deal kid show though. Like don't like, you need to follow some guidelines. You can't just interject like Satanism for kids or some shit. I don't know. But maybe that was wrong for me to say. I don't know. See, because I ain't the fucking political man here.
No,
but I'm just saying it's a good thing. It's a bad thing.
Well, and that's the thing too. That's the whole reason that we've got everything black and white tonight, because God only knows if the FTC is going to decide that we might be appealing to children. I mean, we don't want.
Don't let it be too colorful.
Right. Don't want to have too much color.
We're just totally neutral.
Right. Yeah. We are Canada and all that.
All right.
shit.
So let's do this. What we were talking about.
We are going to do a segment that we like to call Between Two Sperms. So we are going to place you, Jeff, now in between two sperms.
This is definitely not for kids.
Let's open up the show really quick. This is our Between Two Sperms segment with
Here's the song
with Jeff Schick of Digital
This
Slang.
is an information.
Two sperms. Let us pick your brain and find out all the vital information between two sperms. We can learn about you and we can do an interview between two sperms. You can be you and you can tell us all about you. Between two sperms.
All right, welcome in everybody. That was the Between
informational
Two Sperms
song.
Yes, you are now in Between Two Sperms, Jeff.
My goodness.
Welcome to the Between Two Sperms segment that we like to do here with our guests. We like to mess with you and at the same time get information that could be useful to maybe us, and that's about it. We might as well bring this up really quickly. Let's bring our guest to the table. This is Jeff Schick, everyone. Just to not be confused with being related to the Razor brand, he is Jeff Schick. Yep, that's what it says right there. Dan, do you want to take the first question on this one, and I'll follow it up after that? How about that?
Have you ever reviewed a product that caught on fire and severely burned over large portions of your body and burned others as well?
Sadly, no. That sounds like it's fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. It's a fry, bro.
No fires yet.
Okay, now it's my question there, Jeff. You say that first impressions are important to you. What was your first impression about spelling?
Spelling, I was actually really good about spelling. I was a smart kid, and then I started liking girls, and that all changed.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it every time.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. How many peeps you got out in the corner slanging electronic devices for you, bro?
Not yet, 0, but that's a great idea.
We'll
talk about that.
All right, see? Organic.
We're coming up with ideas just like that. Boom. All right, my question for you. Do you hope that you can review a product that transfers hair from your face to your head?
So you won't be bald anymore.
No, I like being bald.
All right, Dan, it's your question.
On that one. Has there ever been a time that you've done a review of a product where you would like to find the inventor and punch that piece of shit straight in the fucking face.
There is, yes. I'm not going to say the product name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to. We don't want to put you on blast like
Damn
that, man.
it.
We want to
I
keep
thought
you
I was
safe.
going to get a product name. All right, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Chinese food?
I love it, dude. I'm all about it. I might even go get some when we're done with this.
Nice. We just made him hungry.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
I want some fucking Chinese food,
dude. I mean, with the new COPPA laws and everything that are happening, and you're trying to stray away from, attracting kids and stuff. Are you afraid that you're gonna end up having to do reviews on sex toys in the future, possibly?
I think that's going to affect the FTC laws a little bit more.
Well, I mean, we'll know it's not for kids at that point. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They will. They'll.
I mean, this is obviously not for kids.
It's still
So
a thin
you might
line,
have
though.
to go there. You might have to go start doing reviews like that. Okay, sorry. Go
my
ahead,
question.
Nate. Go.
Have you ever found an AirPod laying around your house that wasn't yours, and you're like, "What the fuck? How did you get here?"
I did find AirPods that have been chewed up by my dogs.
Oh.
Hey, there you go. All right.
Well, when you got a stack of 50 of them.
Then you can
right.
just pull another one out.
Now that you've been doing the reviews, have you been getting more ass than toilet seat?
Nah, I'm a little too busy right now.
Damn, dude, you ain't got hose on deck.
All right.
I would if I.
I'm chilling.
Maybe he's got a girl. I've just totally pissed her off. He's like, you just fucked me.
Fucked everything up.
Fucked me, man.
All right, and in 2018 on Christmas, you said, "So I just found out there are two sides to a cracker. Mind blown." Was that a racist comment?
No, it's the truth. There's two sides to a cracker. Who the hell knew that shit? Nobody knew that.
Crackers are the same on both sides.
They are. I mean, Cheez-Its, fucking any of them.
I don't know. I think I got like a romantic side. I love
Dan,
that.
do you have any more questions?
I don't. Not for Between Two Sperms, but
Not for Between
I do
Two
have
Sperms?
a question.
Okay.
With your products and how you get your products, do companies send you products like, "Hey, you're a big reviewer now. You've been doing it all these 5 months, and you got 1 million views. So like, we're sending you a bunch of our products." Does that kind of make you sad inside a little bit?
It doesn't make me sad. No, I do. Most of them I buy, but I have been getting more and more products sent to me.
Absolutely.
And it's been nice. It's like Christmas.
That's the goal.
That's when you know you're scoring, man. That's the moment right
But that's
there.
the moment where it does get sad, because that you go out and you expect to get a letter from a fan. And instead, you get a fucking a product from some cold,
another pair of AirPods.
Yeah,
Right.
some cold, heartless corporation that just wants to use you.
All right. Well,
Yeah, but I try and be very honest with my reviews. Just because they send me a free product, I'm not there to hook them up.
Right.
Fuck
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. That was our segment of Between Two Sperms. Hold on right there. We're just going to close it up really quickly. Thank you, Jeff Schick, everybody, from Digital Slang.
Between two sperms.
I got to turn the
And
microphone
that was the
up.
end of
And
that
that was the
segment.
end of that segment. Well,
Yes!
thank you so much, Jeff. We are going to actually play a video of yours from your channel. And this is the one that it is the TWS i500 Super Clone Update. Can you give us a little preview of this video really quickly before we play it for our viewers? And we're going to be sending them all to your channel too, because I mean it is Christmas season. If you guys want to be buying the right products, you should probably watching what Jeff's been coming up with on Digital Slang. So
there are some good deals. And this video is just another clone that came out. And is this the black pair? The video with the black pair?
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, and a lot of people want the matte black or the glossy black, and the glossy blacks came out and they were hot. They sounded great, so we made a video and
It blew
that was
up.
that.
Yeah,
And look
put
at
it out
the
there.
ambiance behind you, the setting. He's got the TV, he's got the fireplace.
The fireplace.
The fireplace going. So you should do that for Christmas time. Do a Christmas review.
That's a great
Have
idea.
your tree set up, lights and
Ooh.
stuff, chilling, got the fire and shit. I'm doing this review on this awesome awesome product.
That's
Yeah,
a
or
great
whatever.
idea.
I'm gonna hook you guys. I'll tag you guys in it when we do it.
Dude, yeah, do it, man. Definitely, dude. I mean,
sick.
we'll be sharing the shit out of it too, dude.
I'll be sitting back drinking eggnog, watching the fucking review, dude. whole
Eggnog, you got to
family.
get some rum.
Well, we'll be drinking that too. Oh man.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jeff. Jeff Schick, everybody,
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
from Digital Slang. Yes,
Digital
Go
Slang.
down below in the description. Subscribe to him before or after the show or anytime, maybe during. I mean, just make sure that you come back to the show and keep on watching because we got some good shit happening
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, man,
And-
absolutely.
You know what you could incorporate into the beginning of your videos to make like actual video slang? You could, or digital slang. You could like slay some slang words and put it in like auto tune. Like,
I thought about how to
it'd be
do
like
something like that.
it'd be dope.
All right, Jeff. Well, you take care, man. We will talk to you more between
Yeah.
now and then, my friend.
All right, guys,
keep up
enjoy
the
your
good
night,
work.
man. Thanks.
All right,
Dude,
we'll see
keep
you.
up the good work, bro.
There you go, everybody. There was Jeff Schick from Digital Slang, man. Good information that we
Yes.
just got from Jeff there.
I'm gonna watch
and
his reviews, man. I've watched
yes,
a
we're gonna
couple
be
of them.
watching some more of them.
You guys
especially-
watch one of them. Watch this review, and who knows? Maybe you go buy the product. I guess it worked.
Oh, come on, play. You son of a bitch.
It was doing like a digital slang. That's how it
Fucking
worked.
Son of a bitch.
What? Did you just,
Oh,
just
it won't.
reboot it?
It's,
Reboot it.
hold on, I'm gonna reboot it.
We do this. We do this all the
We
time.
got this.
This happens
Oh, everything
constantly.
There we go.
What up, guys? Digital Slang. Welcome back to the channel. Today I just have a quick update video for you guys. I dropped a video last week talking about the TWS, the i500s. These guys right here, glossy black version. I had a lot of good to say about them. The only downside when I tested these, they didn't connect to my iPhone 11 Pro Max. However, I had an update for the beta the other day and I didn't think anything of it, but yesterday I was making a video and I ordered another pair. I wanted to test a different pair to see if it was a hardware or a software issue with the 500s themselves connecting to the iPhone 11. So I bought another pair, but what came in the mail was not what I ordered, right? And that's a risk that I have to take, that we all take when we're buying something from China. This is what came in. It's pretty much a one-to-one of the Black Pod box except for the branding on the side. They are a matte black version. Now, I did do a full test. I'm not going to put it in the video, but I tested these out and they're pretty good. Clarity, volume, it's decent. They're not as loud as the i500, so they're definitely different. In-ear detection did not work, but wireless charging worked, touch controls worked, connecting to a voice assistant worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these away to one of you guys, and I'll tell you how you can get your hands on this at the end of the video, so just stay tuned. But saying that, I'm not going to post that video because it's just another test of something that we already tested. So I'm just making this to let you guys know about the i500s, and now it connects to my iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I'm going to forget this device because that's what I've been listening to, and we'll connect it again just so you guys can see that now these do connect to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So we'll hit connect, we'll hold the button on the back, connecting, done, connected. And just to show you guys what version of iOS I am running, it is 13.2. So I'm very excited. It was a very small update we did with the beta and they're working now. So I'm happy about that. So if you guys are worried about picking these up, don't be. These are the best clones that I've tested to date. Now I do have some other clones on the way. I'm waiting for the 520s. I ordered the 99s. I have a pair of Nokis coming in. We're gonna test all of these. I have some giveaways coming up. Now, two things I wanna tell you guys. I'm getting a lot of emails about these things not working when they're coming in, or after you use them for a while, I had one guy tell me they caught on fire in his pocket. So be careful. Do not use anything more than 5 watts to charge these. There are disclaimers on AliExpress from the sellers that tell you don't use fast charge, don't use warp charge. You will destroy your clones. They're not meant to hold that kind of juice. So 5 watts is the max you should use. It's like the old iPhone charging bricks. Use one of those if you have one. Use a wireless charger that supports just 5 watt charging, or you're going to destroy these. Next thing I want to tell you guys real quick, look, it happened to me not once but twice. My black pods were shaky from the jump. These, it's not what I ordered. So we have to be aware that we're taking a risk when we're buying these things, right? I try and give you guys good links that I can find, but they keep changing all the time because they're coming from China. The guys that are on eBay that are US sellers, they buy in bulk and then they sell to us, but they don't buy many in bulk, right? They might buy 10, they sell out, they're gonna order more. Now they're coming from China. We have to be aware that we're taking a risk when we buy these. We might not get what we order. And, you know, case in point right here. I bought another pair of glossy black i500s and this is what I received. These are definitely not the same thing. Still decent. I didn't pay much for them. I think I paid 20, 25 bucks for them, but it's not what I ordered. So we have to be ready to take that risk if we're going to mess with the clones. So just be aware of that. I just wanted to share that these are working, and I want to tell you about the giveaway and the giveaways I have coming up. And I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me with the channel. So first giveaway, I'm going to give away this pair. Now I believe, I'm not sure what these are to be honest with you, but they are matte black. I'll show you guys real quick. They are matte black. I did run them through all the tests. Now, they work pretty well. They connected to every phone I tried it on. They sound clear. They're not very loud, but they don't need to be. They're loud enough. Touch controls work. In-ear detection does not work. Wireless charging worked. The real lightning connector worked. All the other testing. Video latency was good. There was no delay between audio and video. So I don't need them. It's not what I ordered. I already have a pair of matte black 200. So I'm going to give this to one of you guys. All you have to do to get your hands on this is like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link for Instagram below. Come this weekend, I'm going to announce the winner on Instagram. So again, to get your hands on the matte black version of whatever these are, they could be the 200s, they could be the 13s or 12s, whatever, I don't know, but they're pretty good, and I'm just gonna give them away. So like this video, you have to be a subscriber to the channel, leave a comment below, and follow me on Instagram. It's all you have to do to enter to win these. Come Saturday or Sunday, I'm not sure which day yet I'll be around, but I will announce the winner on Instagram, and I'll ship these right out to you next week. You can get your hands on them for free. Also coming up, we got a hat giveaway coming up when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I only have about 6 or 7 hats in-house right now, but I'm gonna give all those hats away to you guys for showing me love and support. I'm always gonna try and give back. I also have some other clone giveaways coming up in a month or two, so stay tuned for that. But overall, again, i500s, love them, my favorite pair. If you can get your hands on them, go pick them up. They work on the iPhone 11 Pro Max now, so we should be good there. Giveaway right here. Like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram. I will announce the winner on Instagram this weekend. But I appreciate all the love, guys. Quick video, just a quick update. That's it. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Preston and Andrew from Heart of Jordan. You're watching the South String Show on YouTube. Oh yeah,
So the sheriff and I went down there to take a look at it. Looked like he just tried to back in around the door. I saw a bird print by the window there. It was obviously some kind of turkey.
A cool November night in northern Michigan is where the horror began. At a family dinner table in Traverse City, where the turkey was served with yams. 11 little kids from a house nearby saw an animal they thought was a chicken. In a playful mood, they chased it around till it ran and hid in the kitchen. A boy named Sideshow grabbed him a fork and slowly opened the cupboard. Then the thing let out an unearthly gobble, and Sideshow peed on his brother. None of the kids ever said very much about whatever happened then. They just packed up their belongings and moved away and never had Thanksgiving again. In 2013, a man at the grill found peck marks on his restaurant door. The the sheriff said they were made by a turkey. It'd have had to stood 3'4".
Be advised, we got some kind of vengeful turkey eating people out here.
And somewhere in the Northwoods darkness, a turkey looks for the living. And the best advice you may ever get is have a roast for Thanksgiving.
That's some scary
turkey
shit.
man,
There's a turkey out there eating people. Fucking eating people.
Eating them alive, man.
Holy shit.
Okay, we just got done watching the review video for Digital Slang. Make sure that you go and subscribe to Digital Slang.
Dude
The
has some,
link
like,
down
dope,
below.
He's got like some dope beats he's playing too.
He does,
for, like, his
yeah.
reviews.
Speaking of dope beats, we got calling up right now. Oops, hold on. Who am I calling? I don't want to be calling up Digital Slang again. Hold on, I don't want to. Sorry about that, dude. I know it's gonna be like going through to his phone now, and he's gonna be like, "Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, I just got done talking to you, numbnuts." No, we are
Smooth move, Nate.
Yeah, smooth move, wasn't it?
God, you completely fucked the show.
We are going to call up. Open up, come on.
No,
Yeah.
it said you fucked up. Look at that.
It
Read
totally
that.
did.
You
What the hell's
fucked
going
up.
on? Our Hangouts just died on us, man. Why is it not loading
Because
up?
you tried to call and then hang up right away.
Yeah, I called and hung up too quick. Is that what it was? Or
And
I
it
mean,
glitched
I don't
on
get
you.
it.
Now it's fucked.
Untitled. What is this? Okay, now I got something that's popping up for Hangouts. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're okay. We're gonna call up Drebb right now. This is Drebb, hip hop artist from the Petoskey area, Petoskey, Boyne City area. Boing, boing. That's what we used to do in the radio days. Back in the radio days, it was always
Boyne City.
Boyne City. That's right. Hello, Drebb. Are you there, my friend? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Everything's in black and white. Do not adjust your phone. Hello, can you hear us?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on,
all
man?
right,
Can you
cool,
hear
yeah.
us? We got the audio coming through?
It's really quiet.
It's really quiet. Okay,
All right.
well, that might be, maybe turn up the volume on your phone. That could be it.
Maybe that's what it is.
That could
Yeah,
be the
just-
volume
just
on
a
your
little
phone.
bit.
Yeah. Can you hear us now?
A little bit.
All right,
Okay.
we'll
All right,
work the glitches.
We'll work it out. Yeah, we'll work it all out, man.
In
How
the
you
meantime,
doing,
we're
dude?
gonna scream.
Yeah. We're going to be shouting from the top of our fucking lungs so that you can hear us. Okay?
I can just barely hear you guys.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
Well, that's weird because, I mean, we can hear you just fine.
All right.
We hear you coming through loud and clear, my friend. I've got my my audio is turned up as loud as I can possibly turn it up right now. So hopefully,
All right, let me grab some headphones.
yeah, grab
Yeah,
some
that might
headphones.
work.
Yeah, that might
Yeah.
work. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We just actually did a podcast review with
on
the
the
guy.
AirPods.
Let me grab some headphones, guys.
Yeah, grab some
Okay.
AirPods or something. Maybe
Oh.
you should watch the review.
For a
that-
second there, I thought he was in the bathroom. He jumped up. I was like, "Holy shit, he's
He's like,
taking
hold
he's
on.
taking a poop right now." But no, he's not. He's not.
Nate
taking a
got
poop.
excited.
He's going to grabbing
that?
some headphones right now. We are going to have Drebb back online with us in just a second here, folks.
He's having a technical difficulty now. I love that because it's not just us.
Yeah,
not just us.
we get technical difficulties. Everybody gets technical
Absolutely.
difficulties. It's just the way.
All right, I can hear you guys now.
You
so-
can hear us now.
now you can
Okay.
hear us.
He had to grab his
Yeah.
he had to grab his AirPods from Digital Slang. That's what
That's
it was.
it,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so Drebb, tell me about your hip hop and your record label and all this stuff. See, we have a fan of ours, a friend of ours, really, B. Davis, who had tagged me in a post that was talking about you were in like the Petoskey News or something like that, correct?
Yeah. We just had a show last night at Red Sky Stage in Bay Harbor, right outside of Petoskey. So we did a little interview with a reporter from the News Review, and she got us in the paper. And
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
that's pretty dope.
We know what that's like. That's one of the things that we love to do every now and then. Is not every now and then. I mean, when we get lucky, because we actually made it onto the front page once of the newspaper
Yeah,
here in
the whole
Traverse City.
entertainment
Dude. Yeah.
section we got put right on the front page. Just,
Yeah.
like, splattered us up there.
Blam! Hey, Ontario, you're a kid. Get out of the screen.
We're a kid.
We're
no-
black and white tonight, Drebb.
No
just
kids
so you
allowed.
know, because we're trying to not appeal to children on YouTube. You know, we're trying to follow
Hold on.
all the COPPA laws.
You
Yeah,
got
I
it there.
just watched a video.
right.
Well, we
Content is not intended for kids.
The internet is not intended kids. Okay. So yes,
got a kid telling
Drebb,
us
you're
this shit.
you just got done doing a gig last night. Who all was involved with this gig? Is it just you, or what? I mean, you got a few different people that are on.
We had a pretty big showcase last night. We had a couple artists from Traverse City, Dill Stokes and Lawson came up.
We've had Dill Stokes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dill, I appreciate working with Dill Stokes. Me and him always come up with some good music together. But yeah, we had a pretty good showcase. My whole label was there. Letter B, Clay Meadows, Blissful, M5.
Nice.
That's Bayside Records artists.
Wait, M5?
M5, yeah.
There's a band called M5 from the 70s and 80s. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that might appeal to him. He's an '80s baby.
He's gonna have to change his name now. He's gonna have to be M6.
He's the new M5. Yeah, no, that's the gun. He's not the gun. He's the MC.
Gotcha.
We got past it.
So the record label, Bayside Records. Now you yourself have created this. This is something that you came up with, and you started. What is it? Tell us about this.
So we actually started in 2017. I started just a recording studio with my business partner, and he ended up moving away. And when he moved away, I had talked about starting a label and signing a couple of artists, and he helped me with a lot of the ideas. But for the most part, we came up with the Bayside Records thing, and we used the Breakwall Lighthouse here in Petoskey. We basically just made it a cartoon and used that and went from there.
Right on. Yeah, that's
signed a couple artists and just been working hard ever since.
Nice. I mean, and that's the way you got to do it, dude. You don't stop the grind, dude. I mean, Dan, you yourself, you have been a hip hop artist since what, 2?
I mean, I
2
used
years
to dabble
old
in it. Yeah, when I was 2.
Yeah.
I was 2. I was like, I was spitting some shit about my binky and shit. I mean, it's a long story.
Hey, don't be appealing to children.
Right, I know. Darn it. I said
some binky.
When it comes to doing the whole thing with the record label, what about the production? Like, are you producing? Like, who's making beats for you guys? Like, where you record and shit like that?
We record at my house. I have a very, very professional studio built in my house, so we do a lot of the recording there. I produce beats myself. However, we often buy beats.
Yeah.
I would say I'm still pretty amateur on that side of things. So
okay. That's okay. Building towards that.
Right.
So maybe the next step is hiring a producer that can make beats for you. That's the next person you sign to the label, a producer.
Right.
Nice. Okay, so there you go, guys. There's a shout out to anybody out there that maybe can produce some beats in the area.
Right. Let's get some guys working together here.
When it comes to MCs, there's a forever love affair with the beat maker, right? That one that's never going to go away, right? Like, you can't do your thing unless you got the beat, right? So there's this love affair that you have to have with the beat maker, right? So, finding that person that really locks down the formula of how you like to do your shit. You know what I'm saying? That can really embody what you're trying to do and create a formula that people can recognize and be like, that's them guys. Like, every time you hear DMX spit some shit,
right.
You know who's making his beats, you know who's producing all his shit to make him that formula that he is, right?
Oh, is that your phone? Whose phone is that?
That ain't mine.
That ain't my phone.
It's the office phone over there.
It's an office phone.
It's office phone over at the studio.
Gotcha. Now we got a lot of your friends and family, or maybe your fans are tuning in right now. They're watching. We got Frankie White is on. Lawson Music. Kevin Bauman. Who else we got in here? Mark 23. We got Clay Meadows. Are these all people that are like affiliated with Bayside Records?
Clay Meadows is one of my signees. He's signed with Bayside Records.
Nice.
So yeah, I know Lawson and Mark. They were actually both at the show last night.
Very cool. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I gotta ask too. Now you were at the Red. What is it called? The Red Stag or what? The
Red Sky Stage.
Red Sky Stage.
The Red Sky Stage.
Stag.
The
stag. I know.
It's a stag party, dude.
I'm a fucking. Well, no, I'm an idiot. But hey, tell them to fucking hold on and hang up.
That's like a landline phone right there.
It is.
That shit ain't been around since day one, bro.
So we got okay, lots of people that are tuning in that are checking out your stuff. But I wanted to know about the Red Sky stage, like with the music venues that are closing down all over the place. I mean, down here in Traverse City, we used to have Streeters, one of the biggest stages up north, is now a fucking church. Nobody's jamming out. I mean, God, of all the sin that's happened there, I mean,
know.
think about that.
My first ever show was at Streeters. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking to have it closed down.
Wow,
so.
yeah.
No
I used to
kidding.
rock at Streeters back in the day when I was in a group called Lake Effects. And we used to travel all over the place, but one of the spots that we used to do it was Streeters. And I think we opened up for like the first hip hop group that they ever had come in there. It was like an old school group. We opened up for Two Live Crew. Remember Two Live Crew?
Two Live
Yeah.
Crew.
Got to hang out with Two Live Crew, and then we opened up for Shock G, Humpty Hump. I mentioned DMX before. We opened up for him, and just a gob of people. Every national hip hop act that came through that place, we got to do some shit for, and that was really cool, man. So yeah, that's definitely a venue that's gone now that I wish was still around, and there's not many like places like that left. What's a good one
Right.
that you guys, Nate? Do you like?
You know what? I mean, the one in Traverse right now that I think is still alive and still going strong is Studio Anatomy. Have you done any gigs down in the Studio Anatomy yet?
Yeah, I've done 4 gigs at Studio Anatomy.
Damn, see?
Nice,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That is
It
the
is-
place
it
to
is
go,
the
man.
place.
That is, we also have Ryan Baker now tuning in. We have Ryan who is tuning in and saying hello to, do you know this guy? Is he a friend of yours?
Ryan Baker is letter B. He's also signed with Bayside.
Okay, nice.
Oh yeah.
We got
Yeah,
Mr. Marcus in the studio.
Mr. Marcus, how you doing, man?
He was actually in Lake Effects with me back in the day. He was a producer for Lake Effects, making the beats, doing the recording, in a lot of ways.
Man.
Right?
Yeah, Danny and I have been doing this since we were 14 years old.
We're 40 now. Me and you are both 40.
Yeah, so do the math. Do the math.
So it doesn't always work out.
What do you mean it doesn't work out?
I'm just kidding.
Speak for yourself.
No, dude. I mean, hey, look. Hey, hip hop
You're
always works
sitting
out.
in Mark's fucking studio right now.
Dude.
You just said that it doesn't always work
Doesn't
out.
work out for
Did
me.
shows around the country.
Didn't work out for me.
My kids are recording now, doing gigs. It fucking
Dude, your
doesn't
kids
work
are,
out.
Your kids are blowing up.
Skin Kwando tuning in
kid
right
just
now,
did-
Mr.
your
Marcus.
kid
Yeah, somebody tells Skin Kwando it doesn't always work out.
Have you
Jesus, Dan, what the?
It didn't work. You know what? It doesn't always work out.
Hey, have you heard of Skin Kwando yet? Have you hooked up with him? He usually does a lot of he does some underground stuff down here in Traverse City at the
Okay,
Union
Digital
Street,
Underground was
Union
the first
Street.
one.
Have you heard of Skin Kwando yet?
I haven't, but I'm always looking to collab and to work with other artists. So
Well, we're gonna
I'd
have
be
to-
willing to, of course.
Yeah, we got to hook you up with him, man, because I
Well,
mean,
he's still booking gigs and getting
He's
Oh,
doing
is
his
he?
people
shit.
known. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Yeah,
what-
he's
that's
doing.
what
He's
Skin's
holding
doing?
down.
him and
Union
Marshall
Street,
been resident DJs down at
the Union Street
Union
for a
Street.
minute.
Somebody's got their headphones up, man. It's so loud. Is it those?
yeah, it might be
Man,
Dallas. Yeah,
I would not put them on. Nate is deaf,
I'm
so he
completely
will like
fucking
turn
deaf.
your headphones up.
I mean, my
like,
headphones right now are blasting in my ear, and I can barely even hear you.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything. So,
So,
but
and
yeah,
so
I
obviously
bought separate
you're doing music that's more into what I'm just trying to find out maybe what some of your influences are, man. Where you draw a lot of your influence when you write your music. Has there been any particular artist that's helped influence you that you think comes out in your music, which is a good thing, not a bad thing?
Yeah. My influence, I guess, from a young age would start with like Bob Seger, Typo Negative, Black Sabbath.
wow,
Um,
typo.
More of that genre. And then I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina when I was younger, and I got introduced to hip hop, and of course the big cliche, as every white rapper would say, Eminem. But
Right, of course.
yeah, I have influence from all over. I love music all around, so everywhere from like the Beatles to new age like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and
Nice.
so
Well,
and everything in between.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's good to have in hip hop because we know that we pull hip hop from older music. The hip hop's derived from a lot of these older songs and breakdowns, and that's where it all comes from. That's the heart and the soul of it. If you know the rest of the music, if you know all the other music out there, you know where to find the best samples,
yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
digging in the
Right.
crates, right? Because
Yeah.
with the older music is where it's at. And if you know rare music too, people will never recognize your samples. Like where did that come from? Clockwork Orange had a thing, you know, like you can find some really crazy shit out there, man. So knowing the old stuff is vital in hip hop, I think. And now what do you think has changed, you know, in hip hop the most over the last 20 years or so? You know, back in the day, we liked that old school boom bap. I mean, I still, that's how I rock. That's my formula.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I'm like early 90s, 94 shit.
I'm a lyricist, so I love the lyrics from, like Tupac is probably my all-time favorite. Eminem has always been lyrical for me. I kind of listen to a little bit of the newer stuff, mumble rap, so to speak, but
yeah,
I would mostly draw my influence and my style from lyricists. Big ones for me is definitely Pac and Biggie and Jay-Z.
You know what? It's like, man, you hear all these old school artists and, you know, the people that gave you influences over the years, and you think to yourself, man, like, these guys are legends. Like, you know, anybody else even stepping in the rap game needs to show some respect, because, like, these dudes are the dudes. And then when those are your influences, you feel like you wanna do hip hop justice. You know,
right.
You want to serve it well, and then you get other people out there that you don't feel are serving it well. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you do at that point? You go for the chop. You go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you, do you feel like you get a drive from that? Like, I mean, because coming up earlier on in the early years, it was a lot about battling and shit and trying to take the next dude out, really. Like, I'm lyrically going to crush you. When I'm done with you, you're not going to want to have anything to do with hip hop no more. Like, that's what the goal is, right?
Right.
Or just to keep everybody's
I don't know.
skills sharp.
I think there's
you either up your game or you step down.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's a way to interpret it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
We're all here to push one another and keep moving things further.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a lighter side to it too, but there's a dark side to it as well. I think
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And I think that darker side is a side that can be a driving force. Have you noticed that? Do you got the dark side a little bit where that helps drive you?
Yeah, I've written a lot of darker music, I guess, which would steer more away from the traditional boom bap type hip hop, but it's more of a therapy for me. It's more of something that I want to do for me more than anything else.
Well, I mean, somebody who's got black number one.
Yeah.
Sitting there jamming in the back of your head, you know. I mean, you got to have a little bit of darker side to it, too.
Yeah,
but I wanted to say, too, the Lawson Music wants to know about the All-Stars. Tell us about the All-Stars.
All right. Underground All-Stars is, I guess it's basically like just this super group. We have a bunch of artists from Traverse City, Kalkaska, Petoskey, all around. We've been working on a lot of like collaborations. We released Underground All-Stars Volume 1 in late August. It's just a bunch of songs, like a compilation of just a whole bunch of underground artists from around here.
Nice.
And we're still doing that. We're still trying to make more of that to just kind of let everybody shine and everybody do their own thing.
I love that. You know what? That's similar to what we're doing here with the show. I mean, we noticed that radio was failing everybody everywhere, so we're like, well, let's give them a fucking platform, you know? Like, let's start talking to some of these artists, you know? I mean, if we all mount up together, I mean, we got a family of our own, you know? I mean, screw the radio people.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, man. No, and that's what you got to do, and you're keeping it relevant. At least like you're doing your little news interview, right? And now you're coming on the show. You're keeping yourself relevant. You're doing shows. I mean, that's what it takes to keep it moving. Is you got to keep it moving. You got to keep yourself relevant, man, and continue to come up with material. Continue to just keep writing shit, and keeping yourself relevant. Mark, is there something you want to say?
Oh, just an object in motion
tends to stay in motion.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
you get that momentum going. You gotta keep it going, and don't slow down. You slow down, you get old.
Right.
See, Dan and I are the same age, but Dan slowed down. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I changed directions.
I'm not.
I'm a beast.
I'm not as old as Dan.
Trust me, I'm still a beast. I'm a beast, bro. Forced to be reckoned with. Skin Kwando knows what I'm talking about.
Nah.
If you got to pull the heat out, got to do it. It's tucked.
Listen, nobody wants to pick a fight, man. Take it easy.
What are you talking about?
So we wanted to play some music from you tonight, if you don't mind there, Drebb, it's we were going to play the song "Independent," and if you could give me a little backstory on this video and this song, if you could, really quickly.
Independent's actually quite an old song. I think that's 2016, 2017. I was going through this, I guess, moment of not wanting to exactly do what I was doing anymore, and I was just writing and came up with that song, and it's kind of like, why am I still making music? But I think I've grown past that song. However, it is a very, very good song of mine for being how old it is.
Right. Yeah. You know what? We got Mark 23 that also wants to know who's the biggest rapper / producer out of Northern Michigan. Are you going to claim this?
Mark, you might know a good answer for that.
The biggest rapper producer out of Northern Michigan. Wow, that's
I've got him
that's
on
a hard one.
I've got him on the camera right now.
Oh.
Yep.
Actually, he's inside right now.
Yeah.
Watch DEVEL on SoundCloud. You watch DeVel. He's
DeVel?
Yeah.
DeVel is?
Diggs.
Yeah.
He's on his way up, man. He's got followers. He's got was it DJ VIP reached out to him about beats, and he's doing
right on.
And then there was a Rudy Williams.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I don't know that he produces anybody else as much, but his new album is definitely
like, where's he at on the charts?
Oh, he's doing it.
Right.
I'm still a hater, but I love him.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm just kidding, our boy.
No, I'm not a hater. I'm a jealous, because he's an object in motion. And
Absolutely.
I'm real proud of him.
He has been for quite some time now, actually.
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped grinding for like a decade, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll get you. That's what it'll get you.
Well, you know what, Drebb, we want to play your music video for everybody. We got to keep everything, like we're talking about, keeping everything rolling. Keeping them moving. But we want to thank you so much, and we can't wait. We want to know before we go, what do you have planned for 2020? Is anything big special planned? Are you going to come out with more music videos? Because you got a shit ton right now on Bayside. I noticed that.
Yeah, I actually have an album coming out. I'm hoping for February. I haven't announced the official release date yet, but it's going to be out on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all the big ones.
Okay.
That's coming from me, and then we have more Underground All-Star stuff coming. We have more stuff coming from all of the artists on Bayside Records.
Word.
And yeah, if you're going to check me out, everybody should check out everybody else on Bayside, because they're all doing their own thing, and they're all killing it. So
who's some of the people that we should be checking out? I want to know more about your crew,
you already
too.
named a couple of them.
You named a couple, but who else? I mean, you got quite a few of you
Give
guys.
the shout-outs.
Yeah. Blissful, Letter B, Clay Meadows, M5, Dill Stokes, Lawson, Lil Joe, Marcavelli. Make sure you check all of them out. I've been working with all of them. So
nice.
You say Marcavelli?
Marcavelli. Is that you, Marcavelli?
That's cool.
That's his new side alias outside of your homie, but there can be two. There can be two Marcavellis out there.
No, I'm Snarky Mark.
You're Snarky Mark. Yeah.
Hey, Drebb, how often you in TC? You ever around?
Yeah, I would say probably at least once a month. I try to do shows down there as much as I can. Studio Anatomy's been
great. Well,
been a good spot for us.
Reach out when you're coming to town and swing by the studio and say what's up. And
yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you want to see somebody who's got when it comes to the hip hop nation, dude. I mean, Mr. Marcus is he's like the #1 guy here in the Traverse City area for producing a hip hop song or producing anything hip hopish. I mean, New Leonard Media is what you got to be looking up, dude. Yeah. That is the place to go for sure.
Cross collab. I mean, you're doing your thing. That's good too. But it's also good to get with the veterans, man, and learn all kinds of crazy cool shit. Because this guy is a wealth of knowledge.
Kind of learned was
it's a wealth of knowledge.
Learn from people that have been doing it for longer than me. And
I'd just like to meet up offline sometime. It'd be nice.
Yeah,
be cool.
no doubt.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, man.
Very cool.
All right, thanks,
very
man.
cool. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes tonight to chat with us, Drebb. I'm looking forward to what you've got coming up, like you said, in possibly February, maybe a release here for a new album. And all of your friends and family and your fans, they're wanting to see this new video. So we're not new video; it's an older video, but they want to see your music played on our show. That's just the way it is, dude. I mean,
awesome.
We got people. We got people watching. They want to know more about you, man. Brandon Davis, #1. He's your #1 fan.
Oh, is he?
If you ever find if
Brandon 2.0.
Brandon 2.0, yes, he's our
Yeah.
old intern. He was on our show for a while, and he was the one that said, "Dude, contact this guy. I want to know more about
Nice.
Bayside Records and Drebb and all this stuff." So your number one fan, look for him on Facebook, Brandon Davis.
Yeah, and if you're gonna be saying his name just about finding him on Facebook, that's my number one spot for memes. Brandon Davis, Meme King 2019.
Yeah, B. Davis, Meme King.
Is it?
Yeah.
He
straight
is.
up.
He's the man too, man.
If you ever want to see a funny meme, you just go to Brandon Davis's Facebook page.
If you just want to laugh.
And
you
they're
know,
usually
just scroll his timeline.
They're 24/7 type of memes. I mean, I don't think that Brandon sleeps. I think he just stays up all night long searching for memes to share with people because he doesn't make any of his own. He never makes his own. He just steals them from everybody.
No,
he never
posts
makes
his own funny shit.
Yeah, he does.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does.
Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to
You
call him out here.
bastard.
Hopefully, if
You
I talk enough
bastard.
shit about him, he'll come onto the show again. That's the way that I'm doing
dude,
it.
I'm not gonna bullshit. His rhymes are fire too.
He does. He's got some killer
He's got some
fucking
fire
rhymes,
shit.
dude. He does.
He's got fire
He totally
shit.
does.
Get with him. Maybe record a song with him.
New Leonard Media.
Yeah, absolutely.
New Leonard Media is the thing. We got Mark 23 who is tuning in right now. He said New Letter Media. No, New Leonard.
Leonard.
Leonard. Leo.
Thanks a lot, man,
Leonard.
New site's under construction. Be up and live in 30 days. We're gonna do a big event for unveiling that, and I'm trying to come
cool.
up with some kind of witty giveaways for interaction on its first day.
Cool.
We're gonna
All right,
watch out
man.
for that.
Well, we will talk to you again between now
Yeah,
and then.
brother.
There, Drebb. You have a good evening, and we're gonna play your video right now, man.
Keep on the path,
thanks for
Jedi.
having me,
Come see
guys.
us, Drebb.
All
Keep
right.
on the path,
We'll see you. Have a
Jedi.
good night, man.
Yeah, later.
Like,
All right, there, everybody. There you go. That was Drebb out of the Boyne City area. We got to keep things moving because we got another guy who we got to chat with in just a few.
we'll play this music.
We're gonna play this music right here, and then after this song, we're gonna be talking to Andrew Hicks from Flint. He's a comedian out in Flint, but right now
Nice.
here's "Independent" by Drebb.
Yeah.
Rocking this shit since like 04. Rapping on this since 08. But I ain't gonna stop till I drop and roll. On fire, burning up. Wait, all I wanna do is show. Oh, that's me, I'ma be so great. With a dream I can't let go. Not till my name's brought up in debate by who's the best, who's not fake. Just rapping hard till I reach my date. End of the line, but it's just my fate. Just say goodbye when I go away. And whether I die or end up a star, don't cry, love, I'ma be in your heart. And to my babies, remember one thing: Daddy loves you unconditionally. Independent, but I'm coming fast, like a high school kid when I hit the gas. Just busting quick, cause my girl's so bad. Ain't got no shame, just a man with a pen and pad, mic in hand. All I want is the fame and fans. All love from all of them, and never gonna be broke ever again. Independent, but I'm coming fast, like a high school kid when I hit the gas. Just busting quick, cause my girl's so bad. Ain't got no shame, just a man with a pen and pad, mic in hand. All I want is the fame and fans. All love from all of them, never gonna be broke ever again. It's just a waste of time. I am out of rhymes. If only I could die, leave you all behind. And when you hear my music, could you all please hit rewind? Keep my voice alive. Say goodbye, don't cry tonight. And let's think back to the beginning when I did this shit just for the feeling. Trying to make it, that was just a given. With rap music, I wanted to make a living. But I'm still here after a decade in it. Still independent, working hard. I swear to God, I feel so scarred with the friends I lost, the bridges I burned. Feel like this dream turned into work. Not giving up is always on my mind. But I think, how can I quit before my time? Almost 22, it's my time to shine. If I ain't gonna rap, I'd rather just die. Feel like singing, no I can't. It's just logic, man. My voice ain't right for that. Independent, but I'm coming fast, like a high school kid when I hit. Quick, cause my girl's so bad. Ain't got no shame, just a man with a pen and pad, mic in hand. All I want is the fans. All love, that's all that. Never gonna be broke ever again. Independent, real penny fast, like a high school kid when I had the gas. Just bust the make, cause my girls are bad. Ain't got no shame, just a man with a pen and pad, mic in hand. All I want is the fans. All love, real more than that. Never gonna be broke ever again. It's just a waste of time. I am out of rhymes. If only I could die, leave you all behind. And when you hear my music, could you all please hit rewind? Keep my voice alive. Say goodbye, don't cry tonight. Writer's block got me slipping. Wait, I said that back on my limit. Can I write a new song just today? Please, Lord, take away the pain. I'm crying in the studio, think about you. What could I do just to astound you? What would I do with this whole damn house, boo? Burn it to the ground, cause I can't live without you. All I wanna do is keep you here next to me, but I'm so damn scared, cause I never been in love, and I barely knew my mom, and I'm too fucked up from all them drugs. If only I could change myself, maybe I could do you well, but independent, so I'll never have well. Probably burn for eternity to leave this hell, and it's just a waste of time. I am out of rhyme. If only I could die, leave you all behind. And when you hear my music, could you all please hit rewind? Keep my voice alive. Say goodbye, don't cry tonight. It's just
Hey, this is Ray the Gourmet, and you're watching the South of the Straits podcast on YouTube. Yeah, brother.
Excuse you, Ray. Be careful.
Too
with
much of
that,
that
man.
barbecue sauce, Ray.
Yeah,
God,
like
what's
Ray's
going on there,
glaze,
buddy?
man. That's
Ray's
that's
glaze.
the stuff right there. You got to be careful of that.
That's
That's
great.
great.
He's our
That's
good
awesome
friend.
fucking food. I love Ray's food.
He's so awesome. Ray the Gourmet. He's been a friend of us and a friend of the show
Yeah.
for quite some time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
celebrity.
He's married
so that's
now.
cool.
He's living up here in northern Michigan. Got married.
I know, man.
Got found love in northern
Got
Michigan.
out of
Drove
Florida.
up
I
here
think
from I-75.
don't they go to Florida during the winter though?
I think he's down there right now. Yeah. He's a snowbird now.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame him.
All right, right. Yeah, Drebb did get some new fans tonight. That is awesome. It's I think it's great, man. And you know what? Who is going to get new fans too? Andrew Hicks right now. We're going to be calling up Andrew Hicks. He's a comedian from Flint. F-L-I-N-T.
Flint Town. Flint Town.
Flint Town.
Flint Town. F-L-I-N-T.
F-L-I-N-T. Brother. No, that's not the way the song goes.
No.
Hello, Andrew. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey,
What up,
hold
bro?
on. Let me get your volume up so everybody can hear you. There he is. Andrew
There he
Hicks
is.
right here. He is the funny man in Flint, my friends. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. We're hanging out here in the New Leonard Media, the hip hop center of northern
It's
Michigan.
now
my
the
friend.
hip hop center. 'Cause we had a hip hop guest.
So I had thrown out on this comedy group. I'm a part of a Michigan comedy scene group. That we're looking for comedians that we want to be featuring every single week on our show. And Andrew was one of the comedians who had contacted me. And Andrew, I just wanted to know, like, number one, my first question for you: what made you want to get into comedy?
I figured, why not? I mean, realistically,
I thought I was a funny fuck, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna do this shit.
that's the exact voice that went through my head. That's what
I knew it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing the comedian thing? Has it been like something that you just started doing this past summer, or has it been for years? Tell us about that.
It's only been since the past summer I got into it, and it's been pretty awesome so far. I've had a bunch of trajectory, probably way too fast.
More.
And it's been a good ride.
It's all about producing material in the next, the next act, because if it's happening so fast, like, oh shit, I got to write some new shit. Because
yeah. Like people get tired of it like real quick, so you got to keep coming up with new stuff.
Right. Man. Have you found that to be very challenging, or has it come pretty easily for you?
Coming up with new stuff? No, like just like basically my writing process. I have a joke about this too. Pretty much how it works is like my wife or anybody I work with will say something or do something, and then immediately after that they'll go, "Oh no," while I'm writing feverishly in a notebook somewhere.
What?
They're like, "Oh fuck! I just became a joke. You just turned me into a joke." That
like,
one
"Oh, no."
situation
Like,
right
"Yep."
there.
You're like, "I got you now."
Is that is that something that you do generally? Like, I mean, when it comes to like writing comedy, you know, you have to stay relevant. You have to be coming up with new material all the time. But is it like what style of comedy is it? Is it like a dark comedy? Like, tell us the people what they could possibly be seeing when they go to see you.
I mean, my stuff's kind of all over the place, mostly because I have ADD. And it's a mixture of like dark and then relatable family stuff and then some of the dirty stuff that everybody seems to like. And then it's just like all of that comes together in 10 to 15 minutes. And then after I say what I say, the whole crowd is just, they don't know what the hell just happened. And I just leave them with that.
I know. You mentioned your family a couple times. Do you find yourself drawing inspiration from your family a lot? Like hanging around with the goofballs and like, dude, this shit would be hilarious. And like coming up with like relatable shit because everyone has a family, right? So
right,
do you find yourself?
That's definitely like everybody's got a family. Most people work. So everybody likes some kind of music, whether it be rock, rap, country, polka, techno, whatever.
Right.
So, you know, everybody likes something. So I like to have a little something for everybody. You're going to have a younger crowd. You're going to have an older crowd. There's going to be mixed crowds.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't go to a senior center with a bunch of Justin Bieber jokes. That's not going to work.
Yeah, I know. Like, how does that work? Like, in your mind, who's your demographic? Like, the people that are your age? Are you appealing more to try, like, appeal to the people that are your age? Or you're like, I'm definitely going to throw something in there for a 70-year-old as well?
Like, I definitely, like, when I get to a room, before I even, like, write down or memorize what I'm going to say, I read the room, I check and see who all's there, what age group they're in, what they're wearing, you know.
Are they cool or are they, oh, these are rockers out here. Look at them. They're dressed in black.
Right. So then I'll have, like, I keep a journal, a notebook or whatever, of all my jokes. And then I'll prepare a set list, like, kind of tailored to the crowd. So I have something for everybody.
Yeah, that's something that I've always wanted to. Like, I wanted to get into comedy. I wanted to be a comedian at one point. And I had wrote up my own. Dude, I wrote some of the fucking dumbest jokes in the world. It was so fucking embarrassing because I like the comedy club here in Traverse City. I had asked the guy, you know, like how do I get into the comedy club? I'm an aspiring comedian. What do I do? And he's like, well, make a 5-minute video, okay? And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm thinking to myself, this will be easy, you know. And I sit down and I make a 5-minute video of me by myself saying these jokes. There's no reaction. It's me by my fucking self, you know? Like, it's just, it was stupid. So then what do? I went over to a few friends' houses. I started doing these jokes, like this routine in front of them. I forgot my entire routine every single time. And yet I recorded all of this, and then I turned it into the guy at the comedy club. And he's like, you're probably the worst comic that I've ever seen in my life. And that ruined it for me, dude. Like, that was like the part that I was just
broke your heart. That would have given me inspiration. Like, dude, I can be the worst comic.
It totally ruined it for me. But I'm wondering, like, have you had like times, you know, like when you get up there on stage, you start saying a joke or something like that, and you're expecting to hear at least a laugh, maybe somebody snicker or something like that, or maybe I don't know, whatever, fucking burp or something, but you hear nothing. Have you had a lot of like just completely bomb nights that has gone completely horrible for you?
So there's two main rules of comedy, all right? The first one is open mics are always going to suck, all right? I mean, they do. That's the sad truth underneath it. But open mics, I mean, you got 6 or 7 people that are there to actually see the show. The rest are all performers. They're not listening to you on stage. They don't care about what you have to say. They're focused on what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Also, the second rule, most comedians don't laugh at other comedians' jokes. I refer you back to rule number 1. Most of the people in the room are comedians, and that's how it works. But I have done shows like for other people that I feel like I bombed. You know, my wife in the car is on. No, you did good. You did. Yeah, shut up. You're biased. Whatever. But again.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
froze up for a second.
I thought it was us. I was like, oh no, we froze. We lost him.
Nope, we're good. So, but yeah, I mean, like I used to get really bad stage fright, like when I first started.
Yeah.
And now I don't really care. I mean, as bad as this is gonna sound, I don't care. Like,
right? No, I know exactly what you mean. We do this show every Sunday.
Yeah.
And like we stopped giving a shit about like maybe how he looked or whatever a long time ago. We stopped. I mean, who cares who sees it? Whatever. We're putting something out to the public, man.
Yeah, I mean, the people that are gonna like it are gonna like it. The people that don't, they're gonna bitch about it on Facebook. Like that's
Who cares?
Right. That was their choice to go to it or watch it. You know, they didn't like it. Fuck off. You know, whatever.
It's a hard game to get into the comedy these days.
Yeah.
The comedy game, because I mean, obviously, political correctness is really
How do you do that? Like, what if you? How do you
comedy.
set up a joke nowadays that's going to be politically correct? I mean, that you're not going to.
I think
offend somebody.
because here's the deal. Hold on, before you answer that, I think that the funny thing about comedy is it's supposed to break down those political correctness. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to be something that you talk about like, ooh, is he talking about this shit right now, you know? And then boom, makes it funny. Like it gives it relief. So like it's a really fine line that you have to walk. It's a balance act. Have you noticed it, and how have you dealt with it?
That topic is basically, like you say, it's a fine line. It's like walking on a razor's edge the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Like I try to stay away from all the edgy stuff. I don't talk about politics or religion because mostly people don't care about politics. They think that they do, but they don't. Like other controversial stuff, like I've started some bits and then I read the reaction of the room. So I have like backup punchlines to get out of it quick. Like
yeah.
Right.
Out of this bit completely.
Yeah, like if it's not going well, I'm like, okay. And then next, I mean, also it helps. Going first always sucks because you're going in fresh. You're going in on a cold crowd. If you go later in the show, you have the ability to watch the other comedians and watch the room's reaction. So if they say something and that joke just completely bombs, so out here where I'm at in the thumb, it's very pro-conservative crowds.
Yeah.
So I'll book people from Detroit and they'll come in and start doing Trump jokes and just it doesn't go well.
Right.
So like all the other comedians that are going later in the show, they're like, okay, stay away from that shit. And
now, have you thought about like? I've noticed a lot of other comedians have started doing like prank videos and shit like that because everybody's like doing videos now, right? Like on YouTube, like I got this video shit. So there's a lot of comedians that are doing like really funny videos, prank videos, and then playing those videos during their act and like incorporating them into their act. Is that something that you've been thinking about, like trying around, like do some funny pranks or something like
that? No, mostly because I can't afford a projector. And
yeah, no, I hear you.
Like my shows, I bought the sound system, I bought the backdrop, I bought the lights.
Wow.
It's all coming out of my pocket. Like I haven't been lucky enough to get a bar with all of it set up already.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Because I'm in the thumb and they don't know what entertainment is. they're learning slowly. They're getting there.
See, we got to get you over here to the Pinky, my friend, because we have a very strong comedy scene over here.
Big time, yeah.
Big time. I mean, we down
a lot
in the
of venues for that.
We've mentioned the venue earlier, Studio Anatomy. They do like a weekly thing. They have the Kamikaze Comedy Tour that is going on over here constantly. The Rotten Cherries. There's you know, I mean, of course we're always like doing something around cherries because we're in fucking Traverse City. But there's the Thumb area. What is it that's going on over there that just makes it suck so much? Like what is it
like there's when I first got into this, I live in Marlette, so that's like the heart of the Thumb, right? There's nothing. I mean, there's a group on Facebook called Michigan Comics Network, and that's like kind of how we throw each other shows, and we let each other know where the mics are going to be so we can get on there. And like they have a spreadsheet going of where the mics are going to be and when, and there's nothing up here. Wow. So I did my first show. I got the bug, and that was in Flint. And then I wanted to do more shows, right? Well, I can't just keep doing that one show, right? Because that guy actually, his name's Mark Bonto. He's amazing. He's been doing it for like 25 years. He gave me my shot. Huge shout out to him. And I was just doing his show last night, actually. And but I wanted to get on more shows, so the only way I could do it was to go down to Detroit. That's like an 1.5 hour drive one way for me.
Right.
Yeah.
To go and talk for 5 to 7 minutes, maybe at that level that I was at, and sometimes it's only 3 minutes that you get for some mics, and then drive all the way back home, and it's not a paid gig.
Right.
So you just go, you talk, you come home. Hopefully you do good, and you feel good about yourself. And I just, there was nothing out here. So I said, well, I did a show for Mike Ball in Bay City.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, how did you, first of all, he's got a super big leg up because he lives in the land of bars. There's like 1 bar per town where I'm at. So he's like, the first person to give me a headline spot was me. The first person to, you know, keep booking me consistently was me. So you got to just do your own shows out there. And if there's nobody else out there, you're not competing for bars and stage time. Just start running your own shows out there. And that's exactly what I did. The first venue that I had was in Lapeer at Tilted Axis. And they've been super cool, super accommodating. And we've been doing shows monthly there since July.
So that's cool. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, so if there's no venue, create one.
Right,
you know?
make it happen.
Create a place.
Yep. And then actually North Branch. I just moved from North Branch. It's about 20 minutes north of Lapeer. Nobody watching this knows where it is. Trust me. They don't even have a stoplight.
I've heard of West Branch.
Yeah, no, it's much smaller and much more southeast of West Branch. Whoever named
it's called
city,
North Branch, and it's east of West Branch.
Yeah, that just some guy in like the late 1600s just got super hammered and made a map, and that's what happened. I don't know.
Canadian that was hanging out down here.
He was walking around trying to write a map. He was making a map is what was happening, and he got super drunk, was rolling around in his sleep, woke up the next morning. That's fucking north. This is south, and
that's exactly
I know
what
where
happened.
I'm at. I know where I'm at.
I think that's about it.
Well, what's that? I gotta ask you really quickly because we gotta keep the show moving and whatnot. We actually got a kid in the studio with us tonight.
When we're supposed to be not attracting kids,
we're not.
We actually attracted a kid to our in studio.
I know. Did we just like fail the fucking acid test completely by attracting a child into the studio? I know it's your house, but that doesn't matter.
Shut up, man.
The
house.
I wanted to know, like, before we play this clip, because we have a clip from some of your stand-up comedy, and we also have a link to your YouTube channel down below, which I hope that all of our viewers are going to be subscribing to his channel. Check out Andrew Hicks' channel. He's the brother of Bill Hicks. Check out his channel, and I wanted to know, before we play this clip, is there anything that just, like, you simply do not say when you're up on stage? Like, is there something that's just like the very first thing that, like, okay, not saying this, but we're going to let you say it here?
Yeah, no, I don't go into politics. I don't go into religion.
Okay.
Well, if you go into race, here's a little. I was thinking about writing a comedy act, but it didn't get very much past this joke. But and Nate actually clipped this one time. The black people should be mad. Yeah, I said black people should be mad because, like, okay. You go watch the latest Arnold movie, right?
Right.
And it's like, dude, am I the only one that realizes that Arnold's last name gives every white person license to drop the N-bomb? Like, did you go see the new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? It was so great. It's like, holy crap, what did you just say? I don't know.
That's horrible, man.
I think that word is pretty much dead now. I saw like a 13-year-old white kid use it the other day,
but it's so ironic, I just thought I've always thought it was funny. I'm 40, so coming up, Arnold was around, and every time I heard the name, I was like, am I even allowed to say this shit? I couldn't believe it,
Nope.
Anyway,
Dan, that's so
you
wrong.
can have that one.
That is so wrong.
Make it part of your act.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Well, you know what? We're gonna with the clip that we're gonna be playing is the part where you're talking about. I think this is one of your most recent stand-up acts. Is where you are you're talking about Tinder. You're talking about women on Tinder and how they have no reason to go on Tinder. Do you have a woman from Tinder or anything?
No, I went the Plenty of Fish route with mine.
Oh, and, yeah, better, way better.
Yeah. No, I got a good California girl off of that one.
Nice.
And it's been working out pretty great for me so far. So
you're gonna be heading to Cali.
I think black people should be mad.
That's the clip. Yeah, fuck you. He took the clip. So you're gonna be heading to Cali soon. That's gonna be awesome, bro.
She's here. No, I imported her. It's
yeah, I know, but she's got to go like visit family and shit, right?
No.
Damn it! No Cali trip.
No, I've had enough of California for one lifetime. I'm good on that.
All right, well, let's not even get into that topic. We're gonna get you laid tonight. Okay, we're not going the other route.
Dude, she's got to work tonight. I'm not getting late anyway. For sure.
Fuck Cali.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew, for taking a few minutes to chat with us. Where can everybody see you next? Where's the next gig that you're going to be at?
Let's see. Next, I've got December 13th at Tilted Axis in Lapeer. And then that one's $7 per ticket. You can go to my Facebook, Andrew Hicks, or the Laughing Stockade Comedy Show.
All right.
And then the next weekend after that, December 21st, I'll be in North Branch.
All right, very cool. Well, head back to Northwest Branch.
Branches.
We're gonna be going over there. Very cool, man. Well, I like your comedy. I think it's funny. I watched all of your videos so far, man, and I'm gonna be pushing for you, dude. And if you know any other comedians over there in Flint who are they're looking for an interview or a little bit more promotion of their routine, please tell them about our show, man. It'd be great to start connecting and doing a little bit of networking with you guys over there.
Will do. I'll send them your way.
Yeah,
right
man.
on. All right, Andrew Hicks, dude. Everybody. Have a good evening, my friend.
We'll see you in Southeast Branch. My dude.
All right. We'll see you, bud.
Later.
All right, everybody. There you go. There was Andrew Hicks right there from Flint. Flint Town.
F-L-I-N-T.
All right, here we go. We're going to play you the clip of his stand-up routine where he is, like I said, he's talking about women on Tinder. And how women don't even need Tinder.
They don't.
I think it's hilarious.
Understand why women use Tinder? For anybody that doesn't know what Tinder is, it's an app on your phone. And basically what it is, you get no information. Okay, you get a little bit of information. You get the minimal amount of information about this person and a photo, and you judge them by that right there. So, you don't know if they're a serial killer or a rapist or whatever. All you have is a picture and a couple of words to go on. Now, do you guys remember that game, Fuck, Marry, Kill, we used to play when we were kids? For a guy Tinder is a lot like, hey, you're super cute. Do you want to see my dick? No? Cool. Next message. Or tits. I'm sorry. Look, I'm working on streamlining it. Next time it'll be better. Okay, cool. Alright, she's on my side. I like this girl. Alrighty. Not like that. I'm sorry. Anyway. For a girl, Tinder is a fucked up game of fuck, marry, hope you don't get killed. Yeah. That's fucking scary ass shit. Why do you guys do that? That's stupid. Quit using Tinder. Start using Farmers Only. That's a terrible plan. Have you guys ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Fucking just stay off the internet. One real quick last thing here. Ladies, we've already crossed some boundaries, so I don't even give a shit anymore. This has been the dirtiest show ever. Have you ever said during sex, "Oh, right there"? Anybody? One person has? Why? Why the fuck do you say that? Why? You realize that's 100% guesswork on our part, right? There are 0 landmarks inside of a vagina. Okay? Right? 0. Right? We don't know where the fuck right there is. Right? And furthermore, if there are landmarks inside of a vagina, we're done fucking. I promise. Forever. That's been my time. I appreciate it, guys.
Oh, check. Oh, hey. Are we there? Where'd our sound go?
I don't know.
I can't hear anything.
I can't hear anything either.
Oh, wait. It's our headphones.
It's just our headphones.
It's just our headphones. Everybody can hear us very loud right now.
I can't hear myself still.
You can hear yourself.
But now I can now.
Now you can. There you go, everybody. There was Andrew Hicks, the last part of this comedy routine
that was funny.
right there. A little bit inappropriate, I think.
Yeah, it was. But that's okay because our show is all about that because we don't like kids in our show. Oh, hey, Ontario.
Oh, hey, Ontario. How you doing, man? Welcome back to the studio here. Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Terry.
You're actually going by that now? I was just joking, man.
Yeah, well, now it's stuck.
Shit.
Well, Terry, tell us about what you've been doing because your dad had brought this up to me. He had said that Terry has now joined into a band, and I was not aware that you were in a band.
I told you like 10 times that I was in a band.
You got to get right up on that mic.
I told you 10 times I was in a band.
Okay, maybe you did. You might have. But what is the name of your band? I want to know more about this.
Lose Yourself.
Lose yourself in the music, the moment, you know, and you never go. Get one shot.
Bullets going one ear out the other, dude.
Oh, okay. So you're in Lose Yourself is the name of your band.
Well, we just had the same band name as the last band that was there, so.
Yeah, tell us about this. Your dad was giving me a little bit of a background story on this. This is at the rock stop in Traverse City. Is that correct? Is that where this is all going down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Near Front Street. It's not quite on Front Street though.
Okay.
Over there, it's just a house that there's 2 separate studios there.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 instructors that I know of.
Okay.
That I got with one of them. Other people got with the other. Split into 2. One half gets some of the rock band people, and then the other gets rock band people. So then they make a whole bunch of bands, and then all those bands, after the course of a couple months or maybe just a few weeks, you will end up going to a concert and playing.
Really? And Dan, this is the really cool thing. This is like a real life rock School of Rock. Remember School of Rock with
totally.
Jack Black?
Yeah. Do you got like a Jack Black?
Yeah,
you got like a Jack Black type teacher?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's funny. He's
so you go like that, like the Blackster does.
But I did end up playing the bass.
Because he went
bass.
He went like that, right?
Well, you turn it over and cello, you got a bass.
Yeah, that's cool. So the rock band lessons happen once every quarter, is what Mark was telling me. And what they do is they put the kids in bands. They if you're a kid that is not really you're not in a band or anything like that.
Maybe they find your skill level and
they find you a
band that you should fits you better.
And when it came to you playing the bass guitar, was that something that you had been wanting to pick up, or
No.
How did that work?
When I was going into this, I was expecting to play the piano, which I already know through classical spots at Evola Music, but we're not talking about that place.
I think you are. You just mentioned them. Go ahead, but you started with piano.
Yeah, I started with piano, and then I was expecting to go in there and playing the keyboard. But they already had a keyboard player and a drummer. I thought I might do drums as well, but they already had a drummer, so they either needed a guitarist, which Ben was already a guitarist, he was our instructor.
Right.
So I ended up with the bass.
And what kind of bass guitar are you playing now?
I was playing a Jaguar bass.
Jaguar, nice. A 4-string?
Yes, 4-string.
4-string. Is this your first time ever on stage tonight? This was your first concert, wasn't it?
Well, first for rock band, but not the first time I've ever been on stage.
No, you grew up with Mr. Marcus as your dad. Of course, you've been on stage before. But I mean, what was it like for you? What was the experience like?
Yeah,
Tell
man.
us about this.
Well,
Superstarish.
They corner us. They put us in a tiny corner at a bar. And after you got maybe 100 people surrounding you at this one bar.
Wow, you got a better. He's got more people showing up to his gigs than some of these other fucking bands.
I know, right?
We have 7 bands.
Oh, okay.
No swearing in front of the child.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I swore.
You're allowed to do that. I watch worse things than this.
Well, you just came from a bar. I mean, yeah.
She's like, we're at the
I came
bar.
from a communist bar.
Oh my god! Holy crap! They were trying to take your money.
Communists don't take money; they distribute money.
Oh. Okay.
Well, exactly, but maybe if you're making a lot of money on YouTube monetarily, they take half of that monetary value.
No, actually, they're gonna take 90% of that if you don't comply with the COPPA.
Right, so they're gonna take 90% of it, then they're gonna redistribute that. But it was your money. Well, that ain't fair. It's communism. COPPA's communism stands for communism. Anyway, hey, you know what? I bet you would be happy to know that I saved that cat. Saved that little black kitty cat. That was out there.
Yeah, a little cat that was out back. There was a little kitty cat that was out back. We had it on a few weeks back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we saved him.
You wanted to save one of them, didn't you?
Yeah, and then that one died.
And then there was another one, and then I grabbed it and saved it.
You probably shouldn't have done that.
No, I took it to the vet. Everything's good.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to go to the vet. The thousands of generations have been in that backyard.
Yeah, I know.
It's
like a 10th generation wildcat, and now it's mine. And it's like, wah, crazy. If you try to feed it, it'll attack you.
Yeah.
It's
because
awesome.
His mom fed it chipmunk, and now that's what it wants. It wants more chipmunks. Give it more chipmunks.
Maybe that's what I ought to give it.
Terry's been watching. Terry, excuse me, has been watching these cats for years. Just breeding
Your
in the
dad
alley.
said that.
The first time I saw one of them, I gave it some water. It jumped on the screen of the window. Never giving it food again.
Yeah, your dad told me that you would be very happy to know that I saved that cat.
Well, not if one of them's already dead, then now
Let the other
cat's depressed.
No, it's living the best life it could have ever imagined.
But he would have wanted it for his brother as well.
Well, too bad for his brother. But you mean that he should give up his good life
But
then?
we're talking about Rock Band.
If my brother can never eat again, I won't ever eat.
Rock Band.
So Rock Band, what they do is it's located right here in Traverse City. If you've got a kid or something like that, they want to get into the music scene.
Or an adult.
Or an adult even. I mean, they let adults into this too. It's not. It's
it's
not
not
just
a kids exclusively. There was a band that had like 3 60-year-olds in it.
Really?
Yeah, they were really good. They played Mustang and Sally and I think an AC/DC song.
What song did you guys play when you were up on stage?
Oh, we played This Is Gospel by Panic at the Disco and Footsteps by Pop Evil.
Really? Panic at the Disco. You know, Brandon Urie is the lead singer of Panic at the Disco, and I've got a line out to him, Dan. Did you know that?
My daughter Michaela says, "Wow, you're in a band?"
You're already picking them up, man.
She's
Look
like,
at that.
"Whoa, you're in a band, dude? That's awesome." She thinks it's really cool.
Well, Dan, you're gonna have to get your daughter into this thing. This is something that all the kids.
My
you
daughter's
should get your
in
daughter into this.
orchestra.
Oh, okay.
Orchestra?
She plays violin.
Orchestra.
Oh, I tried playing the violin in 4th grade. Ugh.
Well, that's her kind of band she likes to be in. So she's in a band.
Well, you know what, Ontario, I got to tell you that Terry. Excuse me, everybody. His name is
Terrors.
Terry. I wanted to show you
Terry.
something really quickly because there's a band that we had in here last week. Actually, the band was called Dan by Dawn, and if you see right behind you over there is a drummer, a big old drum. Yep, that is signed by all the members of Dan by Dawn. It's an official drum from Nick's own drum set. He took it off and he gave it to us. It was part of a meme contest that we had going on, where I won the contest, and we ended up getting the drum set, and we got the brand new CD by Dan by Dawn right here, all in retrospect, signed by everybody in the band. See that, Terry? You can look at that for a second.
You're gonna like this.
There it is. So what they did with this is Nick was the newest drummer in the band. And what we were going to do this week was compare. See, they re-recorded all the drum tracks after they got the new drummer. They got Nick as the drummer. They re-recorded all the drum tracks. And I want to see now, Terry, if you can find if you can hear the difference between the two of them. Because what we're going to do is we're going to play some of the old tracks.
Whoa!
What?
I never said I was good at drums. I'm good at piano.
No. You're gonna see if you can hear the difference. Yeah,
and see the difference between the two songs. They're both the same song.
Yep.
But one's recorded later and one's recorded earlier. And also, we got Dan by Dawn. I got something for you. This is a Dan by Dawn guitar pick.
Yeah.
And that is yours to keep.
Did you just give it to Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Because he plays bass, he needs a good pick. It's a stiff one.
Wow.
I don't know if you use a pick for bass though, do you?
No, but I do have a guitar inside.
You gotta slap. Do you like sound like that? Funky? You like the funk?
I don't know these people.
You don't like the funk?
You never got the funk out?
No, but I did ask if
I watch old
I did ask if I could learn the Seinfeld theme.
Wait.
No.
Oh yeah, you'll learn that. Well, we're gonna play this song here. Yeah. This is Before the Fall. We played this last week, but we're gonna play this one right here, and we're gonna see if you can figure out the difference between the two of them. Okay? Okay. Here we go.
Constantly crying, you won't dry your eyes. You say that you need this, but won't even try. You were my best friend, but now it's the end. You now realize that she's got me for life. She's got me for life. I hope you're strong enough. I hope you think you've got the guts. I'll be the first to call your bluff right here, right now. Yeah, you think you know it all, but you can't see the pride before the fall. I'll see you on the other side, on the other side, on the other side. I constantly told you, so it's no surprise. You're sitting there lonely and wondering why. You don't understand. I've done what I can, but now that it's over, I can't compromise. I can't compromise. I hope you're strong enough. I hope you think you've got the guts. I'll be the first to call your bluff right here, right now. Yeah, you think you know it all, but you can't see the pride before.
There's another little clip of the song right there. Ontario, what did you think about that?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, you like that? Okay. Now we're gonna play you the other version of it. Okay, check this out.
Is this the newer or the?
This is the new one. Yeah.
Constantly crying, you won't dry your eyes. You say that you need this, but won't even try. You were my best friend, but now it's the end. You now realize that she's got me for life. She's got me for life. I hope you're strong enough. I hope you think you've got the guts. I'll be the first to call your bluff right here, right now. Yeah, you think you know it all, but you can't eat the pride before the fall. I'll see you on the other side, on the other side, on the other side.
Ontario, I gotta ask you now. Did you notice anything there?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you notice? What was the number one thing that you noticed there?
Well,
With the drums. I
with
mean,
the drums,
Yep.
I could hear that it went more crazy than the last song.
It went a little bit heavier. Did you hear the?
Yes.
So you picked up on the double bass during the verse, right?
Yes.
And did you pick up on the tom fill during the chorus?
Mhm.
Yes. All right. I wasn't the only one that fucking heard that. Hey, the Fourth Eye, welcome in. We have somebody tuning in right now, Dan, from
Fourth Eye?
Yeah, from Twitch.
Okay, the Fourth
You know
Eye
what?
from
That's a
Twitch.
great point he just said too. This would make a great UFC walkout song. I think that
that
would be a
that
great
would be.
UFC song. Oh, you out of here now, Terry?
Later, Terry.
Okay, I guess we're done. We're not going to hear any more from Terry.
All right, later, brother. He's
All right.
tired. He's a schoolboy.
tired. Yeah, that's a
Get
great point there. The Fourth Eye. That would be a great walkout song for.
Dude,
for
I'm like, we should hit
for a
up some
guy, dude.
fighters and be like, yo,
Yeah.
if you haven't checked these dudes out,
Check out Damn by Dawn, man. You're
maybe
missing out,
this is
dude.
exactly what you need to be for like getting ready to go beat
All right, well,
someone's
you know what?
brain
Fourth
in.
Eye. If you're watching right now and you're checking this out, okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play you. We're gonna play the original version of High. This is a song by Damn by Dawn. This song is called High. And this is what it used to sound like before the new drummer. They got a brand new drummer recently called Nick. And here you go. We're gonna play you. This is the original one, and then we'll play you the new one. See if you can spot the difference.
I'm feeling something pass me by, like a gust of wind at something I can't hold on to.
go, everybody. There was that was the old version of Damn by Dawn's High, and now we are going to play you the new version. This is the newly remastered version that off of their brand new album, All in Retrospect, which you can get right. Well, you can't really say because it's in black and white, and I do apologize for having color for a second there. I hope that COPPA didn't see that. We had some pretty snazzy colors there for a second.
Dude, that was totally attractive to children.
I was so worried. Dallas, what did you think? Did we think we were gonna get fined?
Whoa, whoa! I thought you were saying something else.
I think we kept it pretty adult. Except, I mean, we talked to a child rock band might have been a little too on the line, though.
That might have been tiptoeing on the
Great.
on the line there. But right now, okay, here we go. This is the oh gosh, I better get this to be black and white before we switch this over. Jeez, oh Pete's, man, we could be facing a $42,000 fine. This could be appealing to children. Okay, here we go. This is and Fourth Eye. Hopefully you're still tuning in right now. This is the song High. That you were just listening to remastered. This is the new version of it. See if you can spot the difference.
Something pass me by, like a gust of wind or something I can hold on to. It's like a breath of fresh air, the subtle autumn breeze that makes you feel so aware. Right now I feel alive. If I were to die, that would be just fine. Oh yeah, yeah, go! When I'm with you, life is sweet. When I'm not, it's incomplete. You get me high. Follow me into the bliss. Forget everything you'll miss and forget why. When all is said and said is done, and all we are has become one, I will not lie. Right now I feel alive. There's no need to specify. There's something we can't deny. When I'm with you, life is sweet. When I'm not, it's incomplete. You get me high. Sun comes up another day. I feel blue when you're away. You get me high.
Yeah, brother. Me high.
I mean, I can spot a difference in that, dude. I can totally spot a difference in that song, dude. That is,
Right off
it's
the
got
rip, it
so
sounded
much more
better.
energy, dude. So much more energy in that song than it used to be. Dallas, did you hear the difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you could feel it. I mean,
Yeah.
Dallas was
Right
over
off the
there
gate.
bobbing his fucking head like he's like, I like the song.
whole time.
Was that a good song?
Whole
Is that
time, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
that's
I'm probably gonna send it to my brother actually after this because this is the kind of music he really likes too.
Oh yeah, dude! You got to check out Damn by Dawn, dude. We got a link to their channel down below in the description here. Please go and subscribe to them. Check them out. They're an amazing fucking band out of the Everett area. That they're blowing up. They're blowing up all over. They're going to be playing with Buck Cherry next week or next month. Okay, so we got a Newly Toxic is saying that she heard a difference in the drums. First one was more simple. This one's got some crash used right on top of the first one's drum. Yeah. There was a completely a new element to it. You know, and it was just fuller. It seemed like it was just more drive, more alive, more everything about it was just a lot better, I think. You know, so definitely check out the all new CD by Damn by Dawn, All in Retrospect. You can't have this one. This one's fucking signed by everybody. This is mine, man. I won this shit. But you can get your own. You can go to danbydawnofficial.com. I do believe is their website. Let me double check real quickly. I think that's what it's called. danbydawn.com. danbydawn.com is where you want to be going to download your own copy of it. Follow them on Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Go subscribe to them on YouTube,
do
please,
it, man.
because
Check
they're
them
going to be
out.
they're going to be coming out with some new videos here in 2010 or 2020. All right, well, it's time to wrap everything up, Dan. I know you're tired.
I'm tired, man. I can barely keep my eyes open.
We can't even talk because you got your aviators on all the time.
Yeah, you know, I'll be up. I get to the job site at 4:30 in the morning, so I'll be up about 3.
Sleepy boy.
So I'm tired.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Thank you to Digital Slang from Digital Slang. Digital Slang. Can you imagine what a digital slang is? No? Okay. Dan just called it a night. We want to thank Jeff Schick from Digital Slang. Also want to thank
Digital Sling.
Digital Slang.
Thank you. Thank you, Auto-Tune Arm.
Also to Drebb from Bayside Records up in Petoskey and the Boyne area. And of course, Andrew Hicks from Flint, comedian out in Flint. You got to go and check out these channels, man. They're linked up down in the description below. So please go and check them out after you get done watching the show. Subscribe to them, watch all their videos, leave them a comment. Leave us a comment too, for God's sakes. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should do that too. Thank you to Dallas for coming in tonight, man, and hanging out and checking out the way. Dallas is learning the ways that this the show works. So I mean, have you learned anything yet?
Oh yeah. No, I am.
He's learned plenty, sir.
Okay, good. At least we're hopefully we're giving some information out. I mean, we want to make sure that you're learning something off of this. So, and of course, all the viewers, thank you guys so much. I do want to say too, if you or anybody you know is struggling from an addiction and you have to get yourself off of that addiction, send me an email at sideshow@southofthestraits.com, and I will do whatever I can to help point you in the right direction. Also, Dan, you know what I'm going to be creating pretty soon?
What's that?
A podcast about sobriety.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Look at them.
I can't wait.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
I'm just kidding. It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be cool. Actually, it's gonna be.
I'll come in there sober.
You can come in sober. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be a new show right there, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Let me find what we're gonna be closing everything off with really quickly. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in and supporting the Michigan music scene. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't have a reason to either. Oh, and also thank you for dealing with the black and white all night. It's been we're trying to make sure that our show is COPPA friendly, so that we aren't possibly appealing to children. So thank you guys so much.
Oh man, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the Turkey Man song, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
Everybody coming up.
Yeah, eat some fucking turkey, man. All right,
some turkey.
Carl goes poop. Time for Carl to take a poop.
Night, y'all.
Well, little story happened to me a while back now. Had to take a number 2 stool out there. Driving down the freeway I was. Well, there wasn't no rest stop. Yeah, I started to sweat. I was thinking, I gotta take me a dump, something first. Well, I pulled over, side of the road, ran out in the woods as far as I could get out there, pulled my pants down my ankle, grabbed me a big old tree there, and well, I leaned my butt out, far as I could, let a big old dump out there. I reckon I stayed there till I was satisfied it was done. Pulled up my pants. I turned around and couldn't have been more than 20 yards. There was about an 80-year-old woman standing there looking at me. And I thought, oh my God, what did she just see with her eyes? Well, pulled out the sling blade and was attached to my belt. Had it there from earlier working on some Christmas trees. Well, I run up to her. She said, "Hey, mister, I seen what you done there with your bottom side. And I reckon I'm gonna tell everyone I know." So I took a sling blade. She said, "What you gonna do with that?" I said, I aim to kill you with it. And then I took it and swung at her. Hit her in the neck, plumb near, took her head clean off. Well, run back to the truck there. Threw up a couple times on the way out. Some biscuits, mustard I had earlier in the night. Well, that was about it. After that, the police come for me. Seeing they took a DOA test of that number 2. Number 2 I left on the crime scene. They come to my house. They come to my house. They said, "Hey,
I like you, friend.
Carl, is that you in there, sling blade?" I said, "Yeah." "Hey, shut the hell up." They said, "We got a DOA on you, Carl." I said, "Lord have mercy." They found me. They put me up here at the mental hospital with Sideshow Nate and Brandon Master over here. I've been here singing songs like this ever since, telling the stories. Well, that's about it. Reckon I ain't got no reason to kill nobody no more. So y'all have a nice night. And remember, if you wait till the last minute to do everything, it'll take you about a minute to get everything done. Good night, folks.